Hello, hello, what is going on, guys? We are here, Aishomoto, with a very late stream. Super late, in fact. Like, very, very late. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You know, we're used to it. We're used to Ice being late and gay. It's all good. All good. We got Well Sway, Dunce, and Corez. What is up, my guys? Great to see you. Always a pleasure to see you guys. You know that. Not even a question. But tonight, we are joined by the one and only Vanguard D Nice and a special guest, Dasher Pie. They are with me tonight. Say hello, guys.
Yo, what it do? What it do?
Hello, everyone.
There you go. Now, gotta be to work in an hour? Oh, God, Corez. I mean, oh, damn. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I'm doing these now because, you know, we don't have Shinko. Shinko is gone. I don't know where he went. So somebody's got to pick up the mantle and go over these terrible, terrible pre-stream failcast of Phil's.
We're calling the Daily Jerkins now.
we gotta hear the bullshit that Phil likes to spill to us every day, and decide whether it's full of shit or is he actually onto something. But we know 99.9% of the time he's full of shit. But we still give him a chance anyway. You know, and we got right there the Gundam shooting my character in the back of the head, you know, putting me down like Old Yeller. It just happens. You got to do it sometime. Yes, Phil. The pancakes are ready.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
All right. So, I'm not gonna waste much time. We got the background music playing. Wow, beautiful music. I love it. I love it. So let's get into it. Look, we're right here, set up. We're ready to rock. Let's jump into it.
I need that money. But I need that money.
Good morning, everyone. May the 4th be with you. That's right. Today is May.
Wait, so we open up with May the 4th be with you, but we're not even playing a Star Wars game today. How are we going to say May the 4th be with you and not open up with Star Wars at least?
It's invalid now because today's the return of the 5th.
Yeah.
4th, 2025, Star Wars Day.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
It's technically Star Wars Day in California, so it's still valid.
But the thing is,
still valid.
He's saying Star Wars Day, but he's not talking about Star Wars. We're not doing anything Star Wars-y or esque. We don't have any Star Wars paraphernalia behind us or memorabilia. We don't even have it on the shitty one screen. There's nothing Star Wars here. What's up, Kumi? I just started.
We're really not doing anything Star Wars related during the course of our actual content today. So rather than that, I decided let's have some Star Wars festivities here on the Level 1 podcast, including a live lightsaber battle behind me and some Star Wars tech.
Wait. Hold up. He says some live Star Wars lightsaber battles behind him.
One podcast, including a live lightsaber battle behind me and some Star Wars text. But
wait. Where's the Star Wars lightsaber battle? I see a Call of Duty battle going on behind him.
Yeah, let's do the piranha plant thing you built the other day.
Where's the lightsaber battle? You know, where's that dun 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 wong 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 wong? There's nothing like that. We ain't even got sound effects. Come on, man.
On today's show,
I was literally about to put on
we have one big thing on our plate.
Oh, shit.
One big thing that we need to get done on the agenda.
Use the force.
We need to determine what games you will be voting for this week's Viewers' Choice Marathon event.
I aim to please.
We had such a great, well-supported day yesterday that we are on track to do this event within the next few days. And that means we got to figure out what.
Okay, so VLX. Exactly. So wait,
Link to the Past.
No, that's not a lightsaber. But hold up, wait, what'd you say, Phil? I want to hear that again.
Week's Viewers' Choice Marathon event. We had such a great, well-supported day yesterday that we are on track to do this event within the next few days.
Who's the we? Who's the we?
Yeah, who the fuck is the we?
You're the one getting it.
The we.
Like, you're getting the support. All they get is, oh, well, hey guys, how about you give me $1,500 and in return, I let you choose a bunch of games, great, shitty, and in between, and I'm going to play maybe 3 or 4 of them for an hour, and we'll never touch them again. Okay.
Yeah.
Determine. Yeah, what are you going to get? As I always say, Phil wants to sit there and rake in the money and give you nothing. And we know that he's been doing this since the beginning of his YouTube career. He has been begging for money. Hey guys, if you like what I do, you know, here's my Patreon down below. You know, it can help offset the cost of these games that are coming out. So we've been begging then. Now, mind you, this dude was making some decent change, some very decent change back then, and he was still begging for money. His whole career has been begging, even when he got a shout out and he was used in the video that brought more eyes to him. And instead of pumping out more content, what does Phil do? Beautiful. We're doing a staycation, Panda. Let's go to this place and just have a staycation.
So with 3 games out of 10, right?
Yeah, they stayed in the same place. What's up, Alfred Ponte? Big House, man. Good to see you.
And that means we got to figure out what are we playing.
Out of 10, right?
So,
yeah, he did 30. Like, that was at the height of his. Honestly, that was the height of his career.
With 30% of his list, there's 70% missing.
Oh yeah.
On today's show, we'll be going through all of your nominations, looking for the most nominated games.
Oh, we're going through the nominations
and/or series of polls,
yeah,
which you'll be voting on in the next day or two to figure out and solidify the lineup for that marathon.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great show. Sit back and relax. It's time for a force-powered episode of the Level 1 podcast.
Wait, what was that? What was that, Phil?
Relax. It's time for a force-powered episode.
Force-powered episode, but we have nothing Star Wars going on.
That's from Earthbound, by the way.
I mean, I see the Rebel logo on his King's taxes, but that's not Star
That's not real
Wars.
Star Wars.
I mean, the symbol itself.
Falcon. Anything.
Yeah, anything. We got nothing. We got jack and shit. Oh, nope, we skipping that shit.
Don't you dare.
Wait, if you're gonna sit there and sing the Imperial March, why didn't you just put it on? Go ahead, take the hit, play the Imperial March. Like, just play 10 seconds of the Imperial March, and then continue.
What's up, everyone? That was stupid. Welcome to the show. Today is Sunday, the 4th
I think
of May,
it's like 5 or 10, somewhere
I'm
around there.
Dark Side Phil. Interestingly enough, my name has nothing to do with Star Wars. That's right. Even though a lot of people over the years thought it did. And this is the Level 1 podcast. It's a good show today because today we are going to determine what we are going to be doing during this exciting Viewers' Choice Marathon. Can't wait to see what games you guys have most nominated so we can create polls.
What's up, Ryan Drake? How you doing? Go to bed.
You're wondering what's going on behind me. It's supposed to be a simulated lightsaber battle.
Dark
I don't know how
Bill.
Oh, he's talking about the shitty RGB lights behind him.
Oh my
God.
Red and blue?
Yeah.
Seriously, what the
this
hell,
would
man?
pick up on camera. It probably won't because this is a silver keyboard. But basically, what's happening here?
That's
Yeah, see,
not
I knew it.
Phil. Phil, you
What
also
the
know police lights are red and blue as well, right?
Yes.
So those
Even I know
little,
that.
like them lights could be anything. You say, "Oh, lightsaber behind me." No, you should have did that little shitty thing, but 8-bit thing behind you, and just showed nothing but Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. Just Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. One right behind the other. Can't even do that.
It doesn't show up on
See, I
camera
would just
very
go
well. It's basically a red
rolling
lightsaber
gif
and a
of the
blue
of the
lightsaber fighting.
Millennium
And
Falcon,
you can
because
see it
that's like my
perfectly on the
favorite
keyboard,
ship in
just
the
not
entire
on camera.
franchise.
It doesn't
Oh,
pick
I
up
seen
well
what
on
happened,
camera.
Rye. I
You
seen
kinda
what
see
happened
this
with
blue
Clone
lightsaber
and
here,
Scott.
red lightsaber here, they're swinging back and forth.
That bug rage
So
quit his stream
Oh,
3 times today.
So that's what's going on behind me on the wall. Which looks pretty neat in my opinion.
No, it looks
And
like
you
the
have to know
police
what that
lights are behind you. Oh shit!
don't
And he
worry, Ray.
even
I got the information too.
And he even said that when he first showed off this red and blue, he said, if I play Grand Theft Auto, I could activate that behind me to make it look like the cops are coming after me. So now we're repurposing what's supposed to be sirens as a lightsaber battle. Really?
Ice.
Yo.
Ice. Look in the background. Look what he's got playing now.
Oh, I know.
What?
Mass Effect.
That's
Nothing
got
Star
nothing to do with
Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, he's talking about the shitty RGB lights behind him.
I hope
See how they're going red and blue back
I
there?
could simulate a flash, but I think that if I simulate the flash, it becomes too stroby. Here,
That's
let me
Shepard.
show you what I mean.
No,
Oh
I'm
my
just
gosh.
freaking
Shoot
stupid.
the simulated flash.
I do not know these modern
And
games.
then Tony Montana.
See that?
Who is
Is that
that?
too much? 'Cause now
No,
it's
not
kinda
Tony
like
Montana.
like
What's the guy
like
from
a strobe light that might bother
Vice
you.
City?
That's supposed to be the lightsabers are hitting and flashing each other when they clash.
Wait,
You
hold
guys
on.
let me know in the chat what you think.
The guy from
Okay.
the main character of Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Let me know what you think if you like it with or without the flash, and we'll change it. Okay. Anyway, so for
I don't like
May
the
the
flash.
4th,
It
I
hurts my
decided
eyes.
let's do a Star Wars.
Yeah, he's a
themed,
fake fan.
Actual font below us.
No,
Which-
Phil,
A
get him on
Star Wars font.
Tommy
Bello-
Bashir?
Tony
something like that?
Baloney. Tony Baloney.
It's
I
Tony
forget
Bashir, something like that.
Something like that.
Baloney schmaloney.
Hey, look,
What's
it's
up,
like-
Revy?
hey, look,
So
it's
we're also
clone.
joined by Revy, the one and only man
Yeah.
who is pushing his way to the top on Twitch to be the next top Guilty Gear fighter. Check him out when he goes live.
Holy. I haven't been live.
I need to
When
find it.
was the last time?
One
I've been
profile
live?
pic. That's my profile pic. is trash.
Which it is,
I need
as you
to
can
find it.
see.
No,
You've
I'm
got.
mostly doing
It's funny because
fighting
they don't
other
have dollar
people.
signs in this font. They have this weird, like, I don't even know if that's like a Republic.
No,
Yes,
legit. I
wait,
played against like two VTubers a couple days ago.
Oh,
actual
nice.
font
Wait,
below
what'd you
us.
say, Phil?
Which it is, as you can
know
see,
nothing about Star Wars.
You've got. It's funny because
Rebel
they don't have
Alliance?
dollar signs in this font. They have this weird, like, I don't even know if that's like a Republic
No, it's not Star Wars.
symbol
Yeah,
or
the Rebel
something.
Alliance. That's
Yes,
Star
that's
Wars.
that's the Rebel Alliance symbol. Right there. He's proven he's a fake fan. Listen to what he says closely. Shh.
Which it is, as you can see.
Pic.
You've got. It's funny because they don't have dollar signs in this font. They have this weird, like, I don't even know if that's like a
Man,
Republic
Phil playing Minecraft
symbol or
was
something.
obnoxious.
Rebel symbol
bad.
or something. So we open up with "May the 4th be with you." The only thing we have Star Wars related is some shitty RGBs that are that's actually police sirens going off, and a font in Star Wars style with the Rebel Alliance symbol. That's our whole Star Wars theme for today. That's all you get, you dumb motherfuckers. That's what you get.
It's
Rebel
a-
Alliance is where Luke
Oh, it
Skywalker
is. Lord.
Rebel
Yeah,
Alliance.
but hey, you know what? We got the Sun Bro behind us. Like,
Wait, when you said the Rebel Alliance, I thought of Buzz Lightyear because he's part of it.
Is it too much?
What
Yeah,
the
people are saying it's too
Oh, that's
much.
no.
it's too much. Why we got
It's
Sun
not,
Bro
man.
Solaire behind us? What does Dark Souls have to do with fucking Star Wars?
There's
It
Yes
doesn't.
Man. Yes Man shows up on that thing. By the
You
way.
guys let me know.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Who's Jeff?
All right, so it is
Fallout
too
New
much.
Vegas.
All
It's,
right.
Yeah,
it's
yes,
one of the
man.
It's
endings.
bothering them. All right.
God, I'm
That's what I
fucking
figured. Like,
stupid.
it looks good for like 10
I'm-
seconds.
He's
and then
a
it
he's
starts
a
to get, like,
he's
too
a
much,
Securitron that
All
got
right,
hacked.
no flash. Back to just the blue
He's only
and the red lightsaber
yes.
go behind me.
You can't
That's
say
not
nothing.
That is not a lightsaber duel behind you. That is police sirens, Phil. You can't repurpose something. When you first got this bullshit, you stated that was police sirens, and that's what it's called. Sirens.
Why? If you could split his LED lights in the back, that would make sense.
Well, that's what he did. He's got, if you look behind him, they're flashing red and blue, which he's supposed, that's supposed to be Jedi and Sith battling each other. But you could really bullshit and use any color with red. You've had purple lightsabers, you've had green lightsabers, you've had blue lightsabers, you've had light blue lightsabers,
yellow lightsabers,
yellow lightsabers, or orange lightsaber. I mean, he could have went with any color. But I get it if you want to go with the traditional Luke Skywalker. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Luke Skywalker saber was green, so he could have went with that.
It was blue then green because he used that saber, by the way.
Yeah,
I thought it was blue.
It was blue in the beginning, and then he took Anakin's lightsaber, which was green.
He had Anakin's lightsaber. Then he loses his arm on Bisbee.
Oh yeah, Vader cuts it off.
Yes, and because the lightsaber was on his hand.
Yeah.
Then he went with a green one.
Oh, those
he had to build
funny.
his own lightsaber at that time.
Yeah, but we go with the most basic color of lightsaber. And again, it's still siren. It's still the police siren.
Which is the weird thing. I don't know how he got the lightsaber back because Rey used Anakin's lightsaber.
Ain't no telling.
That was the two-sided lightsaber.
Yeah, the dual. That's the only.
Now,
Darth Maul used that one, but that was red.
Really, we don't have anything Star Wars related to do this
if you want to be technical too, I think if you want to go with the alternate universe, Rey's dark form used like some weird bendable double lightsaber.
I don't count Rey's bullshit. I don't count that whole thing at all. Hold on, what'd you say, Phil?
Really, we don't have anything Star Wars related to
Jedi.
That's
we have
Jedi.
We have nothing Star Wars to do this year. Play an old Star Wars game.
I was like,
you have a computer. You have a computer, and you can buy any Star Wars game for like $10 and lower. We can pick up Jedi on. What is it? We can pick up the one with Star Killer. We can pick up Jedi Knight Academy 1 and 2. Pick up KOTOR 1 and 2. There's a bunch of Star Wars games.
And you can mod KOTOR. I think KOTOR's got modern graphics mods.
Nintendo did a Star Wars themed sale. They have like a bunch of Star Wars games.
Xbox did too. That's what I'm saying. I think Steam most
we
likely
could have did anything. We could have did anything Star Wars.
Star Wars games
Hell, if you really want to go back, we go back and play on the Bounty Hunter game with Boba Fett. That's on Steam as well.
They remastered it.
Yeah, and re-released it on Steam. So there's so many games of Star Wars that we could have played today to been the fourth be with you. No one's saying you had to do a full playthrough.
I love that game. I had that game for the PS2.
Remember last year?
We could have did just one game of it.
I distinctly remember what we were doing.
I should have.
One of the games that we had in the rotation last
Bounty
year
Hunters
at this
Boba
point
Fett
was the Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, where it was Star Wars Battlefront.
My dad had a
1
copy
and 2
for that for
from
the
way back in
PS2.
day,
I played it.
Ported.
So you're telling me you're this shitty of a content creator, this shitty of a streamer, that we couldn't take one day, just one day, to push our schedule to the side and play one Star Wars game. May the fourth be with you. Let's play a Star Wars game. Yeah, dude, he's got Star Wars game. Hell, if he wanted to, we could replay Jedi Survivor. Just be a one-day thing. Like, hey, I'm just playing something Star Wars. I already have this game. I'll start it over or start on New Game Plus, and we just play it. That's all he had to do. Bip, bop, boom, done. We'd have had a Star Wars game in. You could have used your shitty Star Wars font. It would have worked. We would have been golden. But you're going to sit there, oh, well, we don't have anything this year in the rotation to play the Star Wars. Like, dude, just put it in there. Play it for a day. Push one game back. It's not going to make a fuck because you play the game slow as balls anyway. You don't finish games like an average person. It takes you 3 months or half a month to beat a game that somebody beats in a day or 2 days or 3 days or a week at most.
I think a lot of people have beaten Expedition 33 in like 5 days. Like
Dude,
with
there's a
5 long
dude-
streams.
Dude, there's a
Wait, what's
person that
that?
beat it on one day that doesn't stream. Like, but Phil
I mean,
over
hell,
here,
it took him what, a month to even beat Jedi what, Survivor. It took him
Yeah.
a whole month.
You gotta remember, he was watching through that game too because the fucking.
but I'm
all the
saying is
shit
this
that
dude,
happened.
he's sitting there like, oh, I can't, I got all these games.
got
What's
the
up,
Lego
Spurs? How you doing,
movie,
man? It's going all right. But we
I
sitting there
fucking beat
saying
it.
we can't move a
What?
game around to play something Star Wars.
Day. And do you want to have to look it up? I only
Like-
looked up one guide.
Like we
for
can
the
sit here and
final
play any
boss.
game.
And it-
Hell,
Final
Saul
boss.
played a Star Wars game today on his stream. He streamed Jedi Knight Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most people, I think,
that game's on sale for Xbox for like $4 at the moment.
yeah, and
It's actually
Taking
down
L's.
$2.
Taking L's is currently with Misery Merchant, and they're sitting there having a Star Wars conversation. Like, it's not hard to do something Star Wars today. Well, yesterday.
And maybe
My
today.
Star
consoles.
Wars. What's your guys' favorite Star Wars movie?
4, 5, and 6.
And we were actually playing it, I believe,
Or
on the
five
to six.
Xbox Series X.
Honestly, I think
and
everybody
it
over
was a mess. Like, it was fun, but it just didn't play well. It had
I
a
don't
lot
Mine's
of
like-
three,
And then-
mine's 3 and 6.
And then we're shitting on the Star Wars game we played the year before.
I know like parts of the original.
Jedi
stuff.
Survivor is fun. I played a bit of it.
I'm
And
not-
Doing
I'm not
found
real-
out yesterday that Apex Legends is bringing back arenas as LTM. Oh, limited time events. Doing good. That's what's
I know
up. Damn.
Fortnite did a Star Wars thing.
Most things did a
news
Star Wars thing.
yesterday. Assassin's Creed will be collabing with the gacha game Reverse 1999.
Damn. What's up, Avalanche? Favorite Star Wars from
Anyone that-
Avalanche says 3 for sure, and then 4, 5, and 6. There you have it, man. 4, 5, and
Mine's
6 is just
Mine
mwah.
mine is 3 and 6.
The one where
Seriously.
Captain Kirk yells, "Khan!" Hold on, can we find that? Hold on.
Oh, and
see?
I also like Rogue One. Rogue
Can
One's
we
really
can
good
we
too.
find that?
Yeah, Rogue One's good.
Oops.
But
hold
no,
on.
I
spelled
would
that
say
wrong?
Revenge of the Sith and Return of the Jedi are my favorite.
All right, this is for you. Just because you had to say it, this is for you.
I shall leave you as you left me, as you left her.
My least
My
favorite
own
Star Wars
for
movie?
eternity.
The whole sequel trilogy.
Sent.
That's my answer.
There you go, just for you. We get the con scream, just for you.
Issues that had a lot
You know
of
what's
issues
also
with
good
the
though?
through
The
things
Clone
and
Wars.
things
The
would
TV
load
show was really good,
properly,
and the movie was
and,
actually good
it
too.
just, you know,
Oh yeah.
it was definitely an unfinished.
Third one is
game,
Return of the
you know.
Jedi for the
We still
emotional
had fun with
payoff
it,
of
like, it
Luke.
was so
Hell yeah.
buggy that we
The
had
Agents
so
of
close to the night
Memes.
of it, where we
I
would
like
play,
the
and it would be,
Battle of
like,
Endor.
over-the-top
The Battle of
crazy
Endor is
zany
really
days,
fun to
and it was
watch.
fun because of that. It could never really be
Look, I
taken
try to
seriously.
please,
And after playing
guys.
it, you know,
My
Uh,
favorite
several
Star Wars though is
streams,
3.
we
I
kinda
really
just,
like 3.
got tired of it and phased it out of the rotation.
I think
I
the
remember
fight
May
on
the 4th last
Mustafar
year, we
was, like,
distinctly played
The thing that I
some
really
of that,
liked.
which was kind of fun. This year, there's just not much Star Wars related going on. In fact,
Phil, you don't have to wait for something to be the in thing to go back and play something from Star Wars to fit in with the 4th. You dumbass.
No. Like, I'm gonna call it now. Wait, Phil, when the Fallout TV show comes out, Phil is gonna be playing Fallout New Vegas again.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Fuck Fallout 3.
Because
No,
he's-
no, because it's gonna be based in New Vegas. So it's gonna be.
I was about to say the
it's gonna
new
be
one's
New
supposed to be in
Vegas.
New Vegas. Yeah. The
Well,
show
sure.
is actually good. I have to give it to him. Hats off to the Fallout show. It did really good. It did better than I thought it
The thing is, too, Todd Howard's actually involved with it. I think he's a producer.
would. Oh, shh.
the biggest Star Wars stuff going on
I don't really count on Todd Howard because they bought a franchise that was already made 3 games.
right now is that they
Well,
released
2
Revenge
and
of the
1 in
Sith.
making.
No. When Todd
Van
Howard
Buren, was never completed.
No,
Or-
I'm
oh,
talking
you're
about
counting
when-
Tactics.
yeah, when they acquired Fallout, 1, 2, and Tactics were already out. Actually, no, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
I
I'm
thought you were
wrong.
counting-
1, 2, Tactics, and Brotherhood of
Don't
Steel
say it.
were already
Oh,
out.
Fucker.
So there was already lore built up, so you can't really fuck up something that's already got 4 prior games. So when people say, "Oh yeah,
you
Todd
know,
Howard's
Bethesda's
involved with
Ameri-
Fallout," when Todd Howard's involved, who gives a fuck? He's involved with it. They can't fuck up something that's already out there.
The funny thing is though, like you could go to where the Bethesda. I think they added the Bethesda animation studio in Fallout 3 because it's in Maryland.
I mean, their animation studio needs help.
Theaters, which did really good for one weekend.
No, that's
That
why
was
I
it.
think because what
Okay.
isn't
See,
Oblivion
right-
on Unreal Engine?
Avalanche, see, you cussing me now. You fucking cussing me with that bullshit. Get that shit out of
I-
here.
I-
You know what, Avalanche? You, know, you bastard.
I was thinking about it. Is it
You bastard.
wasn't Oblivion on Unreal 5?
I don't
No.
know.
Oh, you talking about the remaster? Yes, the remaster's on Unreal
Yeah.
5.
That's what they're gonna go towards now. I think the Xbox kind
chill.
of forced them to say, "Hey, you
Yeah,
gotta
because that
use-
creation engine is fucking 30 years old. They gotta get rid of that damn thing. The only thing it probably will do is it'll make their games slightly harder to mod. That's all it's gonna do.
Oh, not really much going on. I know exactly. It's pretty boring being a Star Wars fan if you are.
Pretty boring.
Hey,
Oh my.
but- Like, just let
Pretty
it pop up. and
boring.
let it pop.
How the. How are we gonna sit there and it's pretty boring if you're a Star Wars
Just
fan?
as that, I also changed my Twitter
No.
profile pic here. Profile pic.
I
Phil?
would be rewatching the movies, but
Phil, for anyone that says that, they're retarded. That's just retardation at its highest quality and caliber.
Wait, what did he
Because
say?
we have the Star Wars literature, we have all 9 movies, even though I don't like the last 3, but we still got all 9 movies. We got
no, there's 11. There's 11.
Oh, there's
You
11?
Forgot about Rogue One and Solo.
yeah, you're right,
We
you're
don't
right.
count Solo. We don't count
I mean, but
Solo.
there's still-
Solo
there-
is not that bad. Solo was actually
Solo
a decent movie.
sucks. Solo.
Yeah,
sucks. I'm sorry.
So,
Wait,
I
what
like
did he
Solo.
say?
we have all these movies. We have 11 movies. Thank you, Revy. 11 movies, about 50 games. We have the books. We
Four-
have the comics.
how many
we
TV
got,
shows?
Yeah, the multiple TV shows. No, we have plenty of things that we can watch, read, play, or rewatch, reread, and replay of Star
And
Wars.
all the merchandise. And don't forget all
Yeah.
the merchandise.
Like, Phil, just because there's nothing right now doesn't mean this is a boring time to be a Star Wars fan. That'd be like me
It's
saying,
gonna be-
"Oh, there's no good Gundam series out, so I guess this is a boring
I'll tell
time
you,
for Gundam." Hell
literally,
no! I'm
I
gonna go
think
find
to
some Gundam
launch-
shit. I'm gonna be playing
Launch
Gundam
all the
games
Star
and
Wars
cartoons.
movies.
There's 48 years worth of history to go
I
through.
think to watch all the Star Wars movies, it's like literally like 26, 27 hours.
But
Yeah,
this
48
dude is sitting here like, "Oh,
Right.
it's pretty boring to be a Star Wars fan." Like, what are they supposed to just pop shit out their ass every day? That's literally impossible. It can't
Hey, there's
be
a new
done.
game. Wait,
It's worth
wait. There's a new
history
game
to
coming out
go
this year.
through.
It's an XCOM game, but yeah, there's a
Yeah.
new Star Wars game.
Oh, Solo was ass. Uh-oh.
I didn't mind Solo.
Some Disney
I remember my dad got
Plus
mad at the ending that
TV
Maul's
show
there
that
because
you
he
don't even
always
hear
thinks
about or
Maul
know
should
about.
die.
Like, what is it?
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah,
Well, I
you-
mean, they had Maul in the Clone Wars.
In the Clone Wars, that's how they brought him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know everything. How long would it take to watch all of the Star Wars content? How long would you think it would take?
No
I think
idea.
The 9, if you count the 9 movies, I don't know if they count the other 2. It was like 25 to 27 hours.
Read all the TV shows.
Solo wasn't bad. I liked it.
multiple
Okay.
days. That would be multiple days because I think most of the Star Wars TV shows are an hour long in episode.
The eighth line.
Yeah, that is a lot of
Ragtag
content.
Misfits group of Star
to
Wars
enjoy.
has their own show.
Wait. Hold up,
That's
hold up, guys. Hold up.
TV show that you don't even
That-
hear about or know
That's
about.
nearly
Like,
50
what is it?
years of
The
history.
Basement Dweller
to
Crew or
enjoy.
something. The eighth line.
Basement Dweller. What? Hold on. What the fuck are we saying here, Phil?
Wait,
It's pretty
I
boring being a
said
Star
that.
Wars fan if you are.
Because they Disneyland
hold on,
has
guys,
its
hold on,
own
guys,
st-
hold
Oh,
on.
sorry.
Half the stuff
Wait a
that
minute,
comes
guys.
out now is some Disney Plus TV show that you don't even hear about or know about. Like, what is it? the basement dweller crew or something. The second, the eighth line, ragtag misfits group of Star Wars has their own show. Like what?
Yeah. Oh my fucking idiot! Everybody knows the shows that are coming out. Everybody, and I mean everybody. That's actually the only thing. That's the only thing holding Star Wars together right now is all their offshoot shit.
Yeah,
the movies
Andor
are doing
did really
shitty.
well.
Yeah, Andor did well. The Mandalorian did fucking great. Ahsoka's doing okay. Obi-Wan is doing decent. I mean, they're offshoot.
The Bad Batch.
Oh,
is
yeah, thank
really
you.
good.
The Bad Batch.
The Star Wars movie, but
The anime,
okay.
the anime Vision series did really well.
Really good. Yes. Like, no, Phil. People know about this shit. Fans know about all the Star Wars shit that's coming out. And yes,
God, anime. I forgot about that show. I love
all
Star Wars
these
Vision.
offshoots, the offshoots are what's really holding Star Wars together. You will now hear fans talking about how they're hyped up for the new shows than the movies. And Disney, for some odd reason, can't fucking figure out why their offshoot shows are doing better than their movies.
Oh, Obi-Wan's a beloved character. Ahsoka is beloved too.
Like the young actor for Lando, actually perfect. Hell yeah.
Wait, if
But
I
this
want to start
dude-
with Star Wars, why should I start?
This is a fake fucking Star Wars fan, just like he's a fake fan of everything he claims he's a fan of. Oh, I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan. Okay, name one of the newer characters or offshoot characters you don't really hear much about. Oh, well, Radix is the original Vegeta. The fuck?
I don't know anything.
No way, no.
Yes,
Yes, he said that.
he said
that.
yes, that Radix was the original Vegeta. Where the fuck do you get that from? Like, dude,
I just now learned that. Like, what?
Vegeta.
I could tell you now, most Dragon Ball Z fans, actual fans, can tell you every major arc, every off arc, every major battle, every off battle, every major villain, light villain. Like, they could tell you all that shit, even down to the Garlic Jr. saga. Like, hell.
I was about to say, Garlic Jr. Jesus.
Yeah. Garlic Jr., Bojack Unbound.
That won't have it. Jeez.
Okay, hold up. I could name all the orcs in order. Maybe not Dragon Ball, but Z the Super.
Z, yeah, but the fact is this dude is sitting there claiming he's a fan of all this shit, and it is clear he is not a fan of any of it. None of it. Not a goddamn thing.
What would be DBs? Would it be fuck, I forget his name. King
Piccolo.
No,
Yeah, King
Piccolo.
the little blue shit that wants the Dragon Balls.
Oh, you're talking about
With Mayan
yeah, Pilaf, Emperor Pilaf.
Pilaf gang, then I think it goes Red Ribbon, then I think it goes
It's Red
23rd
Ribbon.
Tournament.
Yeah, which that's when he's fighting. I want to say he fights Master Roshi and loses because that's he's what was Roshi's name in the tournament? Chang?
Jimmy
Chan.
Choo or
Jackie Chang. Yeah. And he loses to him. Later, he ends up fighting. I want to say he loses to Tien, but then later beats Tien. Then he winds up fighting.
He beats Tien when King Piccolo comes back. The King Piccolo, then you had Piccolo's Resurrection.
Resurrect, yeah. Because that was the joke in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Like, yeah, we've beaten Goku in the tournament before.
Z
Yeah, that's probably
is
no more than
Saiyan,
Dragon Ball.
Frieza,
Says
Cell,
Dragon Ball three.
Boo, then you go Battle of the Gods.
Oh, yeah.
Black.
Yeah, because Battle of the Gods, they turned it into a TV series. Because they changed up some of how it actually went down.
Black. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it goes yeah.
So why'd you
Battle
have to
of
say
the Gods,
Goku Black?
Frieza's Resurrection, Goku Black.
Why'd you have to say that? Frick, hold your fire! This man isn't black!
Oh my god.
That's
Yeah,
it's
I was gonna say, I forget Frieza's
it's like
Resurrection.
my dude.
That
Yeah,
small
exactly.
little
Yeah.
Frieza arc is an arc.
Frieza had, if you want to be technical, Frieza had 2 arcs in Dragon Ball Z. Which is hilarious that he got 2 arcs.
You mean Dragon Ball? Yeah.
No, Dragon Ball Z. You had the Frieza saga, which was part of the Namek saga. So you had Namek saga, Ginyu saga, then Frieza saga for that. And then you fast forward to Frieza's
you kind of like
resurrection.
the little mini sagas, yeah.
Yeah, and then Frieza came back again, which they had a whole movie for that, which is Resurrection of Frieza. So he had another arc. Frieza got 2 fucking arcs in this show.
That's why I put it in Super. Super had Resurrection.
Oh, that's right. That was
F.
Super. Yeah. So Z and then Super. Yeah. And then if you want to be no, he got another movie with Broly. So Frieza's just a constant now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He found Broly.
Yeah, Frieza's sort of like the Joker to Goku. Well,
Yeah.
Goku's like the Batman.
Yeah, so because Super is Battle of the Gods, Resurrection F, Goku Black.
Oh yeah, Goku fought Hit, then it went into the Black arc.
Was the Universe 6 first?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so Universe 6 then Goku Black, then I think that leads into the Tournament of Power.
Yeah, well, there was a couple of other little things in between.
Arcs, but
yeah, like little mini shits in between, but then it went right into the Tournament of Power.
The little mini tournament they had with the 3 lowest ranked universes.
Which it's so funny because that actually went so differently in the manga, which is funny because they're like, oh, both are canon. How? They both can't happen at the same time.
You know, the Tournament of Power technically was supposed to be all the Destroyer gods supposed to fight each other.
Yeah, but the Grand Zenos couldn't keep up, so that's how they broke it off to what it was. But let's continue. We're getting off topic here.
Just The Mandalorian was out, right?
It's better.
And The Mandalorian is fucking awesome. I actually enjoy The Mandalorian.
Other than the 3rd season, but yeah, the Mandalorian.
Yeah, the 3rd season was kind of
And that's when Star Wars kind of hit a big stride. Where wow, you can have things that aren't just Star Wars movies that actually are interesting and do well.
I like the Obi-Wan show. I just felt disappointed how they kind of led into it.
I don't even know.
That's what I've heard. I heard
it
was like disappointing going in.
What?
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
Yeah, Ahsoka, because people wanted to know Ahsoka's story. Like, what did she do after Anakin? What was she doing when everything was going on?
The
and
Ahsoka
after?
TV show is searching for Ezra Bridger from Rebels.
Oh, really?
Yes, because Ezra shows up at the very end and he's back in the main universe. He meets Hera again.
Ah, okay. Like, you do realize Ahsoka is Anakin's student.
Jedi trainee.
Yes, Phil, you do realize the Star Wars universe is way bigger than just the fucking movies? Like, I wish I could remember her name. The one story I really enjoyed, it was a comic book, and it was a Rastafarian Jedi Master training a blue Twi'lek. And he knew she was troubled. So he was always by her.
What race was the Rastafarians again?
No, he was human. He was a human.
No, I'm talking about the Rastafarians. I'm trying to remember the race they were.
I mean, they were just human. That's what they were. Or he was. He was, Jamaican. He was a Jamaican Jedi Master. And he had a Twi'lek that was his Padawan, and she was powerful. And there was one point they had to do something, and they were fighting with the rebels, and the stormtroopers showed up. The Empire showed up. They're all fighting. He got hit with a blaster. It didn't kill him, but it took him out of combat, and she went berserk, and she flatlined both sides. Like, rebels, Imperials, all of them died. And all he could do is watch her slaughter everyone. Like, she just went berserk. And I wish I could continue that comic.
The dread hair dude that Obi-Wan doesn't like, he married Sanj Ventress in the books and stuff.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, KOTOR was amazing. I'm playing KOTOR. I need to get back into it because I'm actually having fun with that.
What are these? What are they? What's the other one?
Bad Batch. What was the one they're like, you're following like these Imperial police officers, but they don't have the full power of the Empire. Andor. They're sitting there. It's like they're following them and the rebel they're trying to capture, and that's a really good show too.
It's some fucking just the generic name of a planet or something. What are they?
There's a lot.
Do they even have an audience?
Yes, it has an audience, you stupid fuck. Why do you think it's still going? Oh my.
Is he the only?
You gotta remember, Phil thinks that, oh, if I don't like it, people don't like it.
Phil, just because you're on a dead channel doesn't mean everything else is dying because yours is dying. You know, there are millions of Star Wars fans out there. Like, true fans.
This is gonna be.
True fans like
fast
Star Wars,
scrolling?
even if it's shitty. They still like it. They still
That's what I'm
want
saying.
to promote
It's
it.
gonna be
What's
the
up, still, Rin?
same rant he will. It's gonna be the same rant he will have with fucking Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Is anyone actually watching this Star Wars content? Because if you
Is
remember
it
Star
as-
Yes, it is,
it's
Phil. People are
scrolling
watching
now.
this content. Like, why do you think there's threads and threads and threads on Star Wars, on these shows where people are having discussions and channels are having discussions on what happened on the 3rd episode of Ahsoka, what happened in the 1st season roundup of The Mandalorian, what happened in Andor in this episode? This shit is being watched.
I think the fan is bigger than the galaxy that Star Wars is based in.
Yeah. This is also the guy that thinks Expedition 33 is failing because he isn't making money on it. Exactly, Ramen. And what's up, Ramen? Big ups,
Wait,
man.
what?
Wait, what's Mission 33?
The game he's playing is the
What?
RPG.
Huh?
Star Wars used to be everything that Star Wars came out was insanely popular.
What do you
Whether
mean
it
it's
was a
fan?
movie or a tie-in.
Yeah,
The
Star
A
Wars
tie-in?
survived
Oh, wait, you mean like the
48
shows?
years so far. 48 years.
You know how many motherfuckers will go back and watch the Clone Wars?
Dude, I'll still go back and watch the Clone Wars. That shit was
The
fire.
Clone Wars was
Yeah.
really good.
Okay.
Yes, that shit was fire.
action
You had a
figures
dude who was
at
a
one
massive
point were
Star Wars
extremely,
nerd that did the
popular.
show with
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
Star
Just
Wars
like, oh,
nerds.
Skeleton Crew and Endor.
Oh my god, I should
What?
watch that.
Yeah, Indoor.
That's why.
Indoor is good. Again, Phil, because you don't watch it because you don't care. Much like your fucking bullshit ass wrestling show. You're not even fully watching this shit. Oh shit, what's up, Ann Lee? Thank you for the raid. Hello. How was the stream, man? How was it? I hope it was good. I saw you were going over Minecraft. Like, Phil.
People didn't really like Rebels, and Rebels was actually good.
Rebels was good. Yeah, he thinks Expedition 33 is failing. What's up, Seal?
That's
How you
dumb.
doing?
Expedition
And Raid of
33,
Ice.
I'm gonna be
Tomato.
dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious saying this. It's game of the year.
It's gotta be. Take care of the nerds. Oh, you got it, Ann. I got them, man. I got them.
Nothing.
Oh, Ann, what do you think of my
As of-
VTuber? I don't know if you've seen it yet. This is the newest addition to my stream.
Oh, it's Ann Lee.
Ann Leet with the big raid. Thank you. Minecraft stream for the
No.
ages. Oh, and by ages you mean, oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I was
no.
watching it. It was literal shenanigans.
I'm not.
I was
The only
watching
thing
it
I
in the
caught,
background.
like the only thing I caught was he was trying to charge people $300 to go back to the Bedrock edition, and I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Really?
Yes,
Yes.
$300.
Yes, he did.
Yes. Thank you, Ann. I'm
I didn't-
thinking
I
about
don't-
seeing
I
about
don't-
getting
I
a
don't know
3D
that.
one, but I gotta see how much money that's gonna peck me in the head for.
Yeah,
Exactly. If you could understand Blender, you could do it.
Yeah.
Like it deals with Blender.
But
Oh shit,
just
we
a
got
quick
10
story.
likes. We got 10 likes, so and you get to see this for the first time. Everybody, you get the Dragon Girl eating the parfait. Thank you for them likes. Big ups.
Congratulations.
Elma. Is it Elma?
No, it's I don't even know the name of the anime. I just saw it and I was like, all right, I'm gonna snatch this.
Does she have like blackish purple hair?
No, it's more like just purplish.
Is it like it's not like purplish highlights?
No,
Maybe.
Okay, so it's not Dragon Maid because I was thinking
no, it's not Dragon Maid. I would know them. Clone Wars, Anakin more of a yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh my god, Clone Wars was so good. And Darziak, get down.
The movie,
she doesn't have to worry.
and the
Darziak likes
TV
being
show
filled
really
by other male dragons. Remember, it's how to
Mo-
drain your dragon.
Most of the Star Wars memes were from
What's
the
up,
Clone
Born
Wars, like the
Slippy?
dude
Welcome to
that
the
punched
stream.
the droid in the head, punched the droid's head, and then, like
Yes.
breaks his arm.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
I guess basically if
Die-
you have
fucking nice.
like Disney Plus, you have like
Yeah.
endless Star Wars content that no one actually watches or talks about.
What do you mean
What the
nobody
fuck is
talks
this
about?
motherfucker talking about?
Phil,
This
there are
is what-
YouTube channels dedicated to everything Star Wars, good, bad, and in between. There's
Kurt
even
Ladner, that's like
I'm gonna
the
say this.
big-
I'm gonna say this, even though I don't really watch him anymore. Every episode of Ahsoka, Mandalorian, what's his name? We were just talking about him earlier.
Andor.
Andor, I think Andor and a few others. Angry Joe was doing a episode by episode breakdown of each one. Even that one that came out with the the women could use the Force, but they didn't call it the Force. They called it something else. And then the rebels came in and they found these women doing this, and they realized that that was their way of tapping into the Force. Whatever the show was called, I don't remember. But they were doing breakdowns of it every day, and so were other channels. Star Wars is going very well for itself, despite 3 bad movies, despite
After
2 bad
48
shows.
It's still going strong.
Yeah.
It's
Except
stronger
for like
than
1
ever.
week on social media, and then
The
it just
Force
dies.
is strong. With
It doesn't
these
die.
weeds.
See, that's your
fans.
problem. That's your problem, Phil. You're looking at social media. Oh, well, it's only 1 week on Twitter because we know what you're talking about. You're talking about fucking Twitter, and that's as far as your little monkey brain goes. If somebody's not talking about it constantly on Twitter, you kill it right then and there, and you're like, oh, well, then it's dead. No, that's not how it is.
That's
People are still talking
Reddit.
about old games.
Reddit forums.
Oh, Reddit forums too. Oh, there you go.
I was gonna say Reddit forums.
Oh yeah, Reddit forums. Yeah. Like people are still talking about this. After episode 7 and pretend doesn't exist. I get that seal. Emperor was really cool too.
Right? Like,
See that?
oh.
I was saying,
Anyway, it's a
I mean,
shame.
Star Wars
It really
Visions.
is,
I think
'cause
Phil never
here's the
heard of
thing.
it because he doesn't like anime.
I think here's what Disney
Oh,
does.
this is
Yeah,
really
see-
the first season was really good. I've never seen the second one though, but
See, the thing with Phil is he far as his Star Wars knowledge goes is the movies. He thinks that the
Yes.
movies are the end all be all to Star Wars and nothing else exists.
the books were like really popular.
Yeah, the books went so in depth with Star Wars, and you learned so much more about the world. The movies were just covering a key thing, and that's it. It didn't go no
I got
further.
some from my dad. Like I got the Truce of Bakara, which is the first book after the movies. Like literally, it was right after the 6th movie.
Yeah,
Doesn't get, okay?
Honestly, I would love to have R2D2 as a friend. Like,
When you keep something rare,
uh,
when you keep something
rare. Okay, so Phil. He's saying rare. Chat. Let's back it up. Let's hear this in its full entirety. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna interrupt him. I want to hear the bullshit.
when you keep something rare, when you keep something reserved, restrained, and when you only bring it up every once in a while, it feels special. Okay? So, if when Star Wars had a movie and it was a movie every 3 to 5 years and that was it, and then you wouldn't hear about Star Wars for a while, then all of a sudden you would hear, oh, there's a new project coming out or a new movie, or you'd be like, whoa, this is special, right?
No, all right, now we're gonna stop you. What the fuck are you talking about,
what are you
Phil?
talking about?
What the fuck are we talking about special? Well then, okay, then maybe, just maybe, we should do that with our own shitty content, right? Maybe we should just do a stream once a week or twice a week, to keep it rare, to keep it special. When you do stream, people feel like it's special that you're actually on screen playing a game, talking about current events, talking about a topic that nobody's really covering. Funny you want to say that about a franchise, but you can't even do that for your own shitty content.
Yeah, it's kind of hypocritical if I say so myself.
Yeah. The Acolyte. That was the name of the show. I see somebody in Phil's chat saying it. The Acolyte. That was the show. That was the really
Yeah.
bad show. But
And yeah, I forgot about that thing.
yeah, that's how bad it was.
That
I didn't
doesn't
even remember.
exist.
So
That
Phil,
doesn't exist.
Like, nobody wants to remember that.
so you're saying that
I forgot about it.
Disney buying Star Wars off of
100
LucasArts,
You're a company.
buying from LucasArts for millions of dollars or $1 billion, I forget the price. They should just
$1 billion, I think.
release one
Billions of
movie
dollars worth.
every 5 years. So we should only get anything Star Wars every 5 years.
You gotta remember, with the Rey trilogy, they did a movie a year because they did 2 Star Wars story movies between the 3.
Yeah, but Phil's sitting there saying there should be only one movie every 5 years. So we should just stop all Star Wars content until a movie comes out in 4 to 5 years. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is the stupidest thing a person could ever say about anything. You want to have other things in between. So I guess anime should do that too, right, Phil? I guess if One Piece comes out with a season, I guess they should just wait 5 years before they release the next season, right? I guess Dragon Ball Z should wait 5 years before they release another season, right? One Punch Man, all anime should wait 5 years to release another season to keep it special. They wouldn't make any money that way.
What kind of a stupid logic is that?
These are products to make money, and so they have to pump them out. And plus, Phil, this is to keep people interested in the franchise. So if they release,
people were shitting on Assassin's Creed for releasing a game every year.
Call of Duty was getting shit on for releasing a game every year.
Madden, any sports game.
Exactly.
I think people shit on the iPhone for releasing one every year as well.
These things get shit on because they're getting released every year. But the thing is, they need to do it because they got to keep people buying it. But the thing with Star Wars is, the movies is supposed to be our big breadwinner. That's supposed to really bring people in. But to keep people interested, to keep butts to seats, let's start releasing TV shows. We spoon feed them until we get to the next big movie we're going to release.
Bringing a lot of game studios to do games. Like, I think Bethesda doing the Star Wars games.
The MCU sucks now too. Like Thunderbolts was lame. All these decent things were being overdone and slaughtered like a piggy. Yeah. When you overuse it, it's a problem. And you can't produce a Star Wars movie like every year. I mean, you could, but it's going to be bad for you. But you can release it as you're building up the storyboard for the new movie. You can release a lot of other things in between until that thing is ready. Why do you think
a Star Wars movie should come out every 3 to 4 years? To be honest,
and that's why when The Mandalorian came out, it was like the first major
4 years
Star Wars thing in a very long time.
That's good enough.
And then it just so happened to be entertaining and people liked it.
So happened to be entertaining and people liked it.
4 years, and they can.
So Phil, how come you don't have viewership on your channel? How come Darkside Phil is not a name that's coming out in a positive light from other detractors, other YouTube channels or streaming channels or Twitch or Kick and all of that? How come we're not having positive Phil discussions about, Phil played this game or Phil participated in this back in the day and he was really good, boom, bit, bop, boom? We don't have none of that, Phil. I mean, you got plenty of detractor content coming out on the daily, and it's all bad, obviously. And then we got streamers that are mentioning you in a very negative light because they see what you are. People will not talk to you, but you're going to sit here and tell me when a show should release.
And you know what's even more sad is that I'm gonna leave 2 channels nameless that are strictly Street Fighter channels. When he kept taking a crap on Street Fighter 6, they were going at Phil. They were going at him hard. Now that they played against Phil and whooped him multiple times.
Exactly.
I thought Diaphone
and Snake Eyes.
Again, I'm gonna leave them name. I'm gonna leave them name. It's not neither of those 2, but it's 2.
Two others. Okay.
Yeah, 2. No, these people, they don't do the track cut, none of that stuff. They're just strictly gameplay channel Street Fighter.
Okay, I can understand that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Type of
exactly
mentality.
Well, the problem with Phil is he takes a shit on everything. And this goes into this with Star Wars. He has shit on Star Wars plenty of times, and you never hear him talk about a good Star Wars game or a piece of good Star Wars literature or video or whatever. He's just always shitting on it. But then when something Star Wars does come out and he goes to play it, he's trying to hype it up Well, you're kind of confusing me, Phil. How am I supposed to be hyped up for something you've shat on constantly? Like this whole thing with the Nintendo Switch 2. You have shit on Nintendo constantly. So how am I supposed to get hyped for you playing something on Nintendo or getting the Switch 2 when I have years of backlogged videos of you just shitting on this product?
And Nintendo games in general.
Yeah, that's why I was saying product. Like, I'm just lumping it all in there.
Yeah,
But
Nintendo in general.
I was like, he is shit on the
Nintendo,
amiibo so much.
Wait,
yeah,
too.
he's the
It's
old
like
Republic.
someone,
Yeah, go ahead.
like someone shitting on Xbox, Sony, but they want a PlayStation 6 when it comes out. It makes no sense. Like, what? How?
Yeah, and Phil's gonna be there when PlayStation announces the PlayStation 6. I can guarantee you, Phil's gonna be there to buy it. He is gonna be the first one with his mouth open, telling Sony to unzip their pants and give them oral service for that PlayStation 6 because he's the ultimate fucking consumer. Why would somebody, if they're shitting on a product, buy it?
Yeah, have you ever shat on Microsoft before?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, it's before
I mean,
Game
that's-
Pass, most likely. That had to be.
Yeah, he shit on Xbox. He shit on all these consoles he's shat on. The majority of the games he has shit on.
Oh, he recently shot on Xbox when they did the price increase for everything.
I mean, they need to get
Oh,
shit on
really?
for that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably got shat on for that.
Them and Nintendo need to get shit on for the price hikes.
That's what I mean. But then when you start saying,
Yeah,
And
they're moving all
that's
the
why I shit on
consoles-
Sony when they did theirs. Because Sony did a price hike on theirs. It wasn't for the US. It was for the Middle Eastern countries.
Oh, everybody else. Because I think
Yeah.
Canada got infected by
Yeah,
it.
Canada, Europe, some of the Middle Easterns, and I want to say Japan. So like Sony
would
already
they-
did a price hike.
Why would they do a price hike on their homeland? Because Sony is basically
Because
their economy
they-
is not that great right now.
Well,
And
not
they
only
technically did the
that,
price. They technically did the price hike. I think when they were going through the thing with Xbox and Activision.
not only that, people forget Sony's HQ is in the US now. It's been in the US since the PlayStation 3. That's why we've been getting
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation faster than Japan. For some odd reason, they moved to the US.
wait. I thought Sony had two headquarters.
Yeah, Sony of
They do.
America, and then Sony.
And then Sony Japan, but
Yeah.
America makes all the decisions
Yeah, like Nintendo of Japan, Nintendo of
of
Who
America.
makes the decision? Who makes the decision for Nintendo? The American branch or the Japan branch?
The
who makes
Japan
the
branch
decision?
holds all the power for Nintendo. The US branch is just there in case they need something. Sony actually
So-
moved their HQ to America.
So the American branch makes all the decisions.
Yes.
Microsoft's only been in Washington.
So that's
Yeah.
and it's been that way since the PlayStation 3. And that's
So-
why we got the PS3 first, the PS4 first, and the PS5 first. Japan got it, I
that's-
think it was a week later.
Actually, ICE is still in Japan.
Are you sure?
It's still in Japan. I just looked it up.
Yeah, and then they
Ooh.
just have a U.S. based HQ.
Yeah, it's still in Japan. They did not move it. They just have Sony headquarters in the United States, but for Sony America, but their main headquarters is still in Japan. Manitoba, and I hate to butcher that name. Well, headquarters Manitoba, Tokyo, Japan, still there. They have
Oh, I
not
see
moved it.
that.
So they're in.
Yeah, they just have a
Services
U.S.
main service of the global conglomerate houses various, including research, development, and corporate technologies, and executive
Yeah.
management.
Like,
Shit, then they
all the
really
company-
dropping the ball then, because they're letting the
I
U.S.
think most
get
likely
everything.
everybody also is thinking that the U.S. might do a fucking currency something. But I think they're gonna think like, oh, the U.S. might most
something
their
every day.
currency and people can make more money, which that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like,
saying, oh, let's
So-
release
and
another
Sony has,
12 Star
uh,
Wars shows in the next 5
bases in all the countries. That's what they're talking about. But the
Yeah.
main bases are Japan.
years.
Mhm.
Does anyone
they're
care about
promoting-
Star
I
Star
think
Wars
PlayStation
anymore?
got shot
Wait,
on
hold
for
on, wait,
making
what?
the PS.
Wait,
Oh,
wait. What did he
Hold
say?
on. I gotta hear that again. Hold
Star
up.
Wars thing in a very long time, and then it just so happened to be entertaining and people liked it. That's what I mean. But then when you start saying, oh, let's release another 12 Star Wars shows in the next 5 years, does anyone care about Star Wars anymore?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do, Phil. I mean, if that's the case, I guess people should have gave up on D&D years ago because they release books every year. They release new editions every couple of years. They're always adding things to monster manuals and whatnot. I guess people shouldn't care about D&D anymore either, right?
Wait,
okay, so by that logic, then nobody should care about DSP gaming because you're putting out content every single day, 2 times a day. So nobody should care about DSP gaming. By your own logic, no one should give a fuck about you.
Two times a day plus cutting your content because you don't want to keep your life.
Yeah. So you're actually producing 4 videos a day. We're right back to spamming people's inboxes with DSP content. So I guess by that, no one should care about you. You should just, like, everybody be like, oh, DSP, fuck that guy. That dude releases 4 videos a day, 5 videos a day, 6, actually no, we release 6 videos a day. Which is what he did in the past.
It's usually the pre-stream, 3 morning stream, 3 afternoon stream, then the daily wrap.
And the daily fap.
Wait, I thought he just 2 streams. Wait, I'm not fucking confused right now. What?
All right, so Phil cuts his streams up. So you have when you have the failcast, what we're watching right now, and he gets ready to go into gameplay, he cuts that video. So this failcast becomes its own video on YouTube. Then he does an hour of gameplay and he cuts that and puts that. So that's 2 videos right there. Then he does another hour and he cuts that. So now it's a 3rd video. And then when he finishes his gameplay for the first stream, that's 4 videos for just that one stream. That one stream became 4. Then the night stream, he starts that up, he plays that first hour in, he cuts that. So that's 5. Then he finishes up that one, that's 6. Then he does the daily fap, that's 7. He is releasing 7 videos a day. We are flooding YouTube with videos again. And that's what made people quit following him in the past. Big ups, Meth Bear, good to see you. That's what made people unsub from him in the past because they said you're putting out too many videos and you're flooding our inboxes.
That's 2,000.
And the funniest thing is, he's talking about, oh, the next 12 years is like, it's called bridging up to the next thing. Matter of fact, let's go to Halo.
155 videos in a year.
Yeah, let's go to Halo. He has over like 60-some thousand videos.
That's 2,558 because of leap year.
Yeah.
Right, but let's go to the Halo franchise really quick. How do you learn about Halo 2? If you read the first strike, that's what led into that. How we know about Halo itself? If you read the Fall of Reach, that's what led to that. No, this is how you bridge things into the next movie. You have to have the small stuff so people can check it out. That's what's called lore building.
Exactly.
Can you do lore building with Zelda? Is that possible?
Yeah, you can do lore building with Zelda.
You can.
Yeah, you can do lore
Twilight
building.
Princess has a manga with it.
So does Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time has a manga as well.
I think, does Wind Waker have one, I think?
I think it does, because I find it funny that Link can talk in the mangas, but not in the game.
Yeah, because I've read the Twilight Princess manga, which is really good. I like.
I know the Ocarina of Time and the Twilight Princess mangas. You have to read them both.
Yeah.
I used to like Star Wars.
Right, so I used to like Star Wars. So you're indicating to everyone you're no longer a Star Wars fan, but you're trying to grab onto that fourth be with you by having the lightsaber battle lights and having the fucking retarded ass font and the Rebel Alliance symbol for the $sign. So you're sitting there telling me you're not a fan, but you're willing to use it as a brick.
A bad word.
You gotta remember, he's a fucking cloud chaser.
Oh, I know he's a cloud chaser, but I'm saying is, this is what makes it funny that Phil can't shut the fuck up. Because he's sitting here shitting on Star Wars and then says he's a fan, but then says, I used to be a fan. And this is why I'm not a fan of the man.
Former fan? What are you, Phil?
Yeah.
You're an
I haven't seen anything Star Wars related in a very long time, and I don't really care.
Phil's only.
I don't really care.
I mean-
I haven't seen anything Star Wars related in a very long time, and I don't really care. So,
you
but you're
don't
gonna
care, then
shit
watch
on
some
these
stuff,
TV
though.
shows. We're gonna shit on the TV shows we didn't watch. We're gonna shit on all this other shit that's come out that we haven't watched. It's garbage. It's stupid. It's this. It's that. I'm not really a fan of why? Because they're not popping a fucking movie out their vagina every fucking year.
Phil. Your opinion's invalid, Phil. You should watch something Star Wars related so you can get a proper opinion.
This dude, oh my God, Phil. And this is why nobody is ever going to listen to you.
Or like you, Phil.
How can I? Let's just say if I was a Phil fan and I tried to have a Star Wars discussion with you, you're not going to know dick of what I'm talking about. You're not going to be able to tell me anything. The only information I'm going to get from you is fucking Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I know Luke Skywalker.
You can't. I bet he can't even tell me about Boba Fett. What you want to tell me about Boba Fett? Oh, Luke Skywalker fought him and knocked him in that mouse worm and killed him. Wrong. He didn't die.
No, he's alive. That's why you get the Book of Boba. That's the other TV show we forgot about talking about.
But I'm just saying though, he's sitting there saying he used to be a fan and he's watched zero of the current Star Wars media that has been put out.
A bounty hunter, right?
Yeah, Boba Fett's a bounty hunter.
No.
So we haven't watched any of the new content. We haven't read any of the new books. We haven't watched any of the regular TV shows and cartoons. We haven't read any of the comics. We haven't done anything Star Wars related. The only thing we are waiting on are the movies. So we have no knowledge of what is happening in the world of Star Wars. Okay.
You know what I mean? I think that's what Disney. The problem with Disney is they oversaturate the market with things that
Samuel
are
Jones
about
played
money
Darth Vader.
rather than caring
He
about the
did the
quality.
Yes, he did the voice for Vader. Yes.
Honestly, even the importance. You know.
So then, okay, again, by this logic, Phil, are you not oversaturating your fan base by constantly putting out 7+ videos a day? How can we sit there and say Disney is oversaturating the market with Star Wars shows and not connect that to yourself when you're putting out 7+ videos a day?
Yeah, 2,555 videos a year.
So are we not oversaturating the YouTube market with your videos that nobody's watching?
I gotta remember, Phil bitches about like, oh, my videos are.
Yeah.
It's because they're killing your algorithm. Like, oh, I gotta private this because I can't have people listen to me beg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
can
saying.
cause the YouTube crash.
Like, you can't sit there and say this.
Or whatever. Or 2025 or whatever. Well,
No. Every time a Star Wars piece of media came out, it felt important. Now it's like, do you need to watch this show? Does it even matter?
It's for fans.
You made more videos than I have subscribers. Like, God.
The problem is, too, if you listen to a lot of YouTubers, they talk about streaming on the same channel you put your videos on, kind of kills your shit, too.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
That's like, if you don't mind doing both, that's fine. But see, when most people do streaming and videos on their same channel, it's because they might stream once in a while. They're mainly doing videos, or if they're doing streaming more, they still might produce a few videos, which is something they do. Which they do on their off time. Say they don't feel like streaming Final Fantasy VII. They just record themselves playing Final Fantasy VII and they edit it and put it out in a video. Phil is not making a video to put out what he's not streaming. He is taking his streams and then chopping them up into videos. So we're double dipping.
He's doing the reverse. He's doing the opposite.
Yes.
Basically.
And it's because he's trying to double dip. He's trying to squeeze all the money out the audience he has watching him live, and then he wants them to go back and watch what they just watched as a video.
How can you watch 2,555 videos? Wow. How can you make that many videos in a year?
Yeah.
Without going completely insane?
Because this is his life. He is terminally online. He is terminally sitting in that chair every single day, 2 times a day, in front of the world. He's not spending any time with his wife. He's not going to see his dying parents. He's not trying to better his relationship with anybody around him. He's not trying to patch up things with John and Howard and even PPP, even though we know what that's about and still throwing his name in there. We're not doing any of that. We're spending our time right here chasing the almighty dollar.
Wait, go back. Who's Harry? Look, John and Harry. Who's that?
Howard.
John and Howard.
Who's Howard?
That was one of his friends in the past.
Oh.
Connecticut arc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone Phil has tried to align himself with, or his friends, he has chased them off himself.
Yeah, he burned so many bridges and he has yet to fix them.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the Stuttering Craig.
On that with money.
Look at Stuttering Craig. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one guy in the FGC era, I ragged on this guy for no reason to the point he wouldn't even shake my hand after the set. Well, maybe you should apologize to this guy. I mean, I can't find him. Does he even really want to speak to me? Yeah, I found him, Phil. 5 seconds, I found this dude. I found him on Twitter. I'm sure this guy would love to hear you apologize to him. He may not even know it yet. And did Phil ever apologize to this guy? No. What did we do?
No.
We turned around and shit on another guy who sat there and said, hey, I have a cabinet that has Street Fighter 2, 3, and all these other ones. And Phil sit there. What does Phil do? Insert himself in the conversation like, yeah, you know, it's funny to see all these fake fans buying this stuff and they don't even play Street Fighter. And this dude came in fucking third in Street Fighter... What was it? 2? 4. Yeah, he came third in Street Fighter 4, and I think he won
5,
another
actually.
one.
I think it was 5.
Yeah,
Sorry,
one
of
of the two. Either way, he plays higher than Phil, active in the fighting game community, and Phil wants to sit there and take a shit on him, and then what dude do? He fired back at Phil to shit on him, be like, hey man, you know what? I can put in Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and we could play a few rounds. And it feels like, oh, you attack an innocent man.
Yeah, to remember your glory days, if I remember.
Yeah. But, oh, you attack an innocent man. You ain't fucking innocent. You wanted him first. You sat there and made a snide remark to try to shit on this guy. He saw exactly what it was for what the fuck it was, and he shot back at you. And then what'd you do? Just like Jaha come, you curled up in a ball. What's up, Dunce? Welcome back, man.
I just want to know, does Phil have Stockholm Syndrome?
No, I think he's got to be a sociopath or a psychopath, whatever it is.
He's just a shitty asshole. Who cares
That
about
too.
the people? The fans, Phil. The fans like it. The fans want it. The fans want to suck it down. They want to gobble it up. They want to shove it into their fucking eyeballs because they like Star Wars and they want anything Star Wars, just like Warhammer fans. Why do you think when somebody produces anything Warhammer related, that shit gets millions of views? Because assholes like me are just gobbling that shit up. We save it and rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it. I don't know how many times I've watched that series of Stardies that dude made.
Like, what's me with My Little Pony? I'll watch anything My Little Pony. I'll watch it to death.
There's somebody else I know that does that too. I don't watch it, but I know someone else that does. But I mean, Phil, you don't understand what it is to be a fan. You don't even watch Street Fighter. What does he reference with Street Fighter? Oh, the one shitty movie. Let's reference the shitty movie with Van Damme as Guile.
Van Damme. Wait, there's
supposed to make another one.
Oh,
by the
God.
way.
What's up, Crafty? With my thoughts
from, like,
on
the
DSP's
90s, I
haircut?
think.
I mean, his haircuts are always shitty. I think his barber's fucking him up intentionally.
Yeah,
but did you see that? Did you see that ball spot from yesterday?
Oh, yeah. I seen that ball
Did y'all
spot.
see that ball spot? Oh,
Right.
Lord, that ball spot.
Yup.
His shit's lopsided.
Yeah, you can see when he's sitting up straight looking at you is lopsided. Right there. Fucking lopsided as all hell.
Bro, his barber might have to be a DSP fucking troll.
Gotta be.
Lost their way, you know, with the way that.
Wait, so
Yeah,
they
he
lost
can't
their
fuck with
way
you.
because
He
they're
can't-
putting out content that people want to consume.
Yeah. If
Again,
you love something, enjoy it.
he
Is there
watches tech
anything
videos.
Phil
That's
actually
true,
likes?
VLX.
Is there
Yeah, the Street
anything
Fighter
Phil likes
animes are
other
good.
than himself?
But this is what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't even watch Street Fighter content. He always goes back to the video, the movie from back in the 90s. We don't watch.
You
We
also
don't
gotta
talk about
remember,
Street
every
Fighter
time he
2.
watches a tournament, he secretly watches tournaments and shits on a Cammy one, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he always bitches about it. Cammy winning. But we don't talk about the movie. What about the movie that Dan was in? He got fucked up immediately.
Oh.
I was like, wasn't there an anime?
Yeah, there's been plenty of animes on Street Fighter.
No, that was the last one.
We had the movie where Ryu went to Dark Ryu, Evil Ryu.
What?
So you had Evil Ryu fighting Ken because he told Ken, "Hey, if I turn, I want you to be the one that takes me out."
Oh man, that's deep.
So Ken had to whoop his ass to bring Ryu back to Ryu.
My opinion, anyway.
God.
You know.
Man, there's the joke of the Chun-Li legs. Have you seen that video?
It's really dark.
Hello there. Your legs make me go Awooga.
It has some really dark turns and stuff.
I would like to go back to the tournament. I had such a lovely time.
Pretty good movie.
Yeah,
kick. Might be playing in theaters. I think it had like a.
You puny legs don't scare me. I am a homosexual.
Yes, I Zangief am homosexual.
Homosexual. Hello, Zangief number 9. Hello, Zangief.
Alt skin 9. I've defeated the Thigh Witch. Very good, Zangief skin 1. Shall we have the battle of the tongue?
What was the Cammy one? What was the Cammy one?
She was like, I'm a lesbian. Are you?
Kisses her.
The primary focus.
And then your legs don't scare me.
Yes. I forgot Jury was in that shit.
There we go.
Yeah, your legs don't scare me.
I'll shout those out in a moment.
Yeah, they do, buddy.
Primarily today, what I'd like to do is determine.
Dudley is just sipping.
Yeah, Dudley
sipping the tea. Cup gets kicked.
Yeah, he was like, we had such a lovely time, and then she kicked it, and he's like, oh my good heavens.
Oh my goodness.
You guys have nominated and
Blanca,
she kicks them.
The reason that viewers.
That was a good little 60-second thing.
And special marathon.
I love that one. Oh, Ryu. I think Ryu's was really good.
Where you just play something.
Wait. Remember, we were just talking about shit being special. Hold on.
Special marathon is because unlike other marathons that are kind of one-off specials where you just play something and move on, with the viewer's choice, the idea is that hopefully with some of the games that we play, we'll find something that might actually be entertaining or fun enough.
So we're gonna keep doing these viewer specials that they're no longer special. Won't we just bitch and saying Star Wars isn't special because it keeps releasing shit? You keep doing these fucking viewers' choice shits, so I guess they're not special anymore, right, jackass?
Yeah.
You gotta remember, he's doing a closet-quitting stream this weekend, I think.
No, he got rid of that.
What?
He got rid of he scrapped the closet
that's not
cleaning.
gonna happen?
No, because that's what the whole viewer's choice was. It was between the viewer's choice and the closet clean out, and the viewer's choice won out.
That becomes a future playthrough.
What game is he playing for viewer's choice?
That I don't know yet.
Viewer's choice marathon, we ended up playing Onimusha Warlords,
I'm
which
gonna
I
search for
loved.
this
I ended
tally
up fully
then.
playing that
That's
game
I
as
was
a
waiting.
playthrough, and now I'm going to be playing the Onimusha 2 HD remake.
No one gives a fuck, Phil. You never played Onimusha until that was the viewer's choice, and then you decided you wanted to play it. So you missed.
Oh, yeah, he's talking about playing the new one, yeah.
So you've missed the 5 other Onimusha. Well, 4 other Onimusha games that came out. You missed 2, 3, 4, and the fighting game.
There's Onimusha, a quadrilogy plus the fighting game.
Yeah, so you have Onimusha 1, 2, 3, which is Under Siege or Demon Siege, 4, which Dawn of Dreams is that one, and I forget the title of the fighting version. There was one. It was just a 3D fighter.
You want to know what his list for viewers' choices?
A quadrilogy plus a fighting game. Because the fighting game is not amazing.
His poll is Kingdom Comes 2, Berserker, American Truck Simulator, and Lost Records Tapes 2.
He's not going to play the first Berserker, and he's not going to play Kingdom Come 2. And if he does, he's a fucking idiot because it's going to get dropped. It's going to get dropped. I mean, it's definitely a troll. It's a troll vote. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, there is 944 votes.
There's a new Onimusha game coming out.
Okay, that's actually really fucking pathetic.
So
I swear to God, it's
I'm
really
excited for that to see what games you guys.
Who is
now,
the
thing.
who
I'm
is
well
the
aware
motherfucker?
that
There's
a lot
two
of people
polls. Who is the motherfucker?
jokes
I'm
or
literally
whatever.
saying who
You
is
have
the
to kind of read
motherfucker
through
that
it a
told him
little
to
bit and
play
see
Class
exactly
of
what you
09?
guys have nominated.
No idea.
Oh, 09?
You played the shit out of
That's
Dawn of
a good
Dreams.
game.
Same here,
Keep in
Dunce.
mind
I've
the
beat Dawn of
rules
Dreams like
Hey, it's
5
winning.
times.
That the games have
Class
to be
of 09.
readily available either on PC or on a modern console, and they
That is
basically have to
actually
be a
good.
game
That's
that
really
would make
fucking
sense to play
sad.
for about an hour.
That's a joke.
Right?
Because
If
it's
you
Class
nominated
of
a game
09, then
that
second place
has
is
a
fucking
4-hour-long
Counter-Strike.
intro before you even get to the main game, then why
It's
did you nominate
Counter-Strike
it
is
for
a
viewer's choice?
first-person
It wouldn't make
shooter, right?
sense,
Yeah,
right?
Class
No,
of 09,
Phil, maybe
Counter-Strike's a
stop
first-person shooter.
taking
Class of
forever
09 is a
to
fucking
play the
visual
game.
novel.
Like, stop taking
but-
forever to play the game. Maybe the introduction wouldn't take 4 fucking hours. You have so many
I thought you
fucking menu
said-
segments and pause segments. And then
Wait,
next thing you
Class
know,
of
the
09
hour
is-
is up.
Visual novel?
Yes,
What?
yes. The infamous line in Class of 09 I know of is did you get the supplies? Oh, you brought me here to
So
cook
we'll see.
crack.
We'll see what
What
you
is
nominate. We're
baking
gonna work
soda
on this
used for?
today on
I
the
don't
show. It's
know.
the major focus of the show
Baking.
today is to go through that
Missing
list and
2
see what the
legendaries.
most
I think I had
games
all the legendaries.
and,
Like for
figure out
fuck, for
what will be
fuck's
the poll
sake.
that you guys will now vote
Who
on.
is
So,
who is the
FYI,
that's a
yesterday
troll
went
right
well.
there.
My
That is a
return after
troll
being
eyes
away
who
for a
told him
couple
to play
of
Class
days.
of 09.
We had
That is not a
a
fan. That is a
very
fucking troll because
well-supported,
Phil's not
Yeah,
Phil
that is
loses
troll.
shit playing that game.
series of streams between the podcast
They go to
yesterday
Chipotle
and
and
then
he
we
asks
had,
for
Oblivion
burrito or
Remastered
bowl?
on the first
Burrito.
stream, which we had
White
tons
or
of great
brown
progress
beans?
of story.
Brown beans,
And then
extra
last night
chicken.
we
Then
did,
the lady said
a late night
extra
stream of Call of Duty
chicken.
Black Ops 6, my first time playing
Yeah,
it in, like,
extra
over 2
chicken.
weeks.
I didn't know
It
you
all went
spoke
really well.
Spanish.
All right, like people really enjoyed the content. They
You begged for them to pay you for the content, Phil. You begged
laughing.
constantly
Fucking
for
stop.
people to give you money. I wish you'd stop saying that people support it when you begged. If you didn't beg, Phil, and you still got that support, then I'd be like, yeah, it was successful. But you're begging for it. You are forcing them to want to give you their money. This is not natural. Like if let's just say, sake of argument, if I was an affiliate on YouTube and people decided to super chat me or tip me or whatever, and I never said anything, that is on them, Phil. They are willingly giving me tips and whatnot because they like what I'm doing or they just feel like sharing. That's it. You are begging and demanding them to give you money. There isn't a, hey, Phil, I'm enjoying the stream. Here's $10 or $5 or $2. It's, no, guys, we're almost at the goal. Guys, come on, let's hit the goal. Guys, come on, let's hit the goal. Guys, we hit the goal. Let's hit another goal. Come on, guys, let's hit 2 goals.
He's demanding money. Yeah, he's like Mr. Krabs. Like, money.
He's worse than Krabs.
Yeah, like,
engaged. They
What?
supported the
Money,
content.
money,
They got
money,
one, not two, but
money, money.
3 goals
Money.
yesterday of support. Meaning we're now at 40
More
goals
accessories.
out of 50 goals.
Oh, yeah. I
Five
didn't
more
have all the
goals needed,
talismans.
And once we hit 5 more goals, we're doing this marathon.
Bro, but yeah,
Okay? We
who's
could
the
do
mother?
It as
So you're a
early as
motherfucker,
tomorrow,
bro.
but I don't foresee
You're
hitting
trying to
5
make
goals
Phil
today.
say,
That'd be insane if we
okay,
did.
we could try to get Phil to
But
play
if we
Class
have
of 09. He's
Right
not playing
here.
it.
Right here.
wait,
Right
I just
here.
want to know what's the motherfucker who wants to play a visual novel.
Let's
That's why
get
he can't
5
read.
goals.
Funny.
He's like, we can hit it
play that.
tomorrow. We can hit it. We can do it as soon as tomorrow. I doubt we're gonna get 5 goals, but that'd be insane if we do. Like right here, Phil. What are you fucking giving them for them to just throw money at you? You're no
That's
big
going
streamer.
Oh,
You're no big
Absolutely
streamer
fuck
that as soon as you
off.
turn on your fucking stream, you already got $500 sitting in the back end. You don't have that.
yeah, you're the most hated person on Twitch or Kick. or
Again,
whatever.
though, you're sitting there, and then on top of that, you're being paid by Kick. So you're getting paid by Kick. You're getting
think-
money every day you stream. Every person
You're
that
the most
sits in
hated
your
person
Kick
to
stream
money
is
every
paying
show.
you money by being there.
Yeah, so the weird thing is too, Kick's been putting him on the For You page, which I'm guessing Kick kind of likes him.
They're doing that.
Yeah.
They try to do that for a lot of people. And that's
Yeah,
because
that
the
too.
Kino Casino is the ones that got him there and were bolstering him up. And then on
Let's see
top
here.
of that, you got detractors sitting in his chat under all these sock accounts saying saying shit to him that it's funny, but all that is saying, hey, I have a viewer base. People are starting to watch me. And then he's got the other dude that raids him, Killdozer, that raids him like every stream or every other stream. So they see that, put him on the front page of Kick. That also will have some people trickle in, even though they don't stay, but they still trickle in. This all plays into him getting a little bit more noticed on Kick. So
yeah, most of viewers are bots. I swear.
5 goals today. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. If we hit 5 goals between today and tomorrow, then we'll do it Tuesday.
Again, see, 5 goals, 5 goals, 5 goals. All he's saying is, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
If we hit 5 goals between today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, then we'll do it Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think the thing is too, he's gonna get his goals.
Like, yeah, he's going to get his goals, but he sits there and applies this pressure to his audience, and he doesn't seem to understand that, dude, you're burning out your audience. You are burning them out quick by constantly doing this.
But the schedule isn't necessarily representative of what will really happen this week, because it will always be changed depending on when the marathon takes
playing with your fucking shirt.
Place. But basically,
and stop rubbing your man titties.
We've got today Clear Obscure Expedition 33 continuing on the.
I am not listening to this fucking menu shit. I don't give a fuck about any of this. I don't give a fuck about your goddamn.
I think Phil was also talking about he might do a marathon.
And it was like
the 4-year anniversary that he left Kick or Twitch.
Stuff. I was like, wait, what? I can't just like download a mod.
Probably, I think I heard something about that. I don't know. Don't at me on that.
Like, no, you gotta install this mod installer. Then you gotta go to this site and download this one, and then you activate it in the installer.
Yeah, Phil Ron was like, oh, it's been 4 years since I left Twitch.
Once you replace this with this, then you gotta boot the game and tweak this, and then you can go back and you can enable it this.
I was thinking of my profile pic, but I had to spend money.
I just want to play Minecraft and have it look a little better. I don't know why it's so complicated. Okay?
Because it's modding. Welcome to the modding scene, jackass. You can't just throw it in there and expect it to work. Some of these you actually have to put in work to get it to work. I got mods on Skyrim that require 10 mods just to get the one to work.
Oh, yeah.
Mods get insane. There was a mod for Fallout 4 that I was helping somebody do. It required 16 mods to get it to work.
So I think Phil tried to put a mod on Minecraft that he could play with his controller or something like that.
Yeah, but he's sitting there looking at it like, oh my god, I have to do something. This is how sad we are. We don't want to do work for our own stream. We don't want to do work for our own game. We don't want to do work for our audience. So everything is, I don't want to work, I don't want to work, I don't want to work, I don't want to work. But I want you to just give me your money. I don't want to work for your money, I just want you to give me your money.
Man.
Like, really, Phil? You see how fucked up that is? So again, this is why I laugh at Phil's fans. This is why I laugh at people that give Phil money. Because he is openly telling you, I don't want to work. I don't want to do anything to better myself. I just want you to give it to me.
I like the thing is too, like, this is not gonna be on a topic. I was just looking at Phil's posts on YouTube. He was talking about, oh, the GTA release sucks, but it's now making game studios stop being cowards and they can release their games this year.
No, it's not. See, again, Phil doesn't understand the business. He wants to tell people he understands business when he understands jack and shit. Like, when GTA 6 releases, there's gonna be 3 other games that are probably gonna release around that same time, and Phil's gonna say the same thing he says every year about every fucking game. Well, why would they release a game against this game? Why would they release a game against this game? Why would they release a similar game to this game? Like, Phil...
Because game companies don't talk to each other, and they just want to release their game at this specific time.
Now, some companies will, when they find out a game is being released, some of them will pull back the date of their game, like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk actually... Like, Cyberpunk did pull back their release date because another game was coming out that was bigger than theirs, so they pulled it back.
What was the game that pushed their game back a week because of Elden Ring's DLC?
Yeah, it was, fuck. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it. But they pushed theirs back. Like, some companies will do it, and others are like, fuck it, I'll challenge you.
was it true that Tears of the Kingdom pushed its release date back because of death of
A year to fix some of the shit that was going on. Yes.
Well, yeah, Nintendo was famous for pushing a game back a year or so. Like I remember when I pre-ordered
Yeah, it was,
Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube, they pushed that bitch back 2 years. My receipt was blank when it was coming out, and I had to hand a blank ticket to the dude at GameStop to get my game. He's like, "Yeah, I remember you." He said, "I know that's the receipt."
But yeah, like what was it?
yeah.
I remember at GameStop, people were doing pre-orders for Metal Gear Solid Delta when there was no release date.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yes.
The moment that shit comes available, people are already there giving their money.
Yeah, I only know about Death
So,
of the Kingdom
tonight,
pushed
Minecraft.
back-
Tomorrow,
Death of-
Yeah, I
as a
think Tears of the
daytime
Kingdom got pushed
stream,
back a
we're
year
doing
or 6 months.
Blueprint.
Don't
Yeah,
care,
like,
Phil.
back
I decided that we will do it as a day stream.
Don't care,
That's
Phil.
why it was-
Jump on that stream together tomorrow. Hit
Don't care, Phil.
more Black Ops 6.
Don't care,
nothing
Phil.
down. All right, and go from there. So, in the
I think it
meantime,
was supposed to be released in
please, if you
September that
would
year,
like
but
this
that was
marathon to happen as
back.
soon as possible, which
Right here, we haven't done shit, and we're begging.
Every
which
year.
I do, I would love to do it for the record. I got some tequila. I got
So
some
pretty much
shots.
just keep giving me
All
money.
right,
so
I
I'm
still
to
got
give
the
you guys
moonshine,
something.
and I bought
Phil.
White Claws to sip on all day
Wow, look, listening. This is enticing. This is super enticing.
possible, which I do. I would love to do it for the record. I got some tequila. I got some shots. All right, I still got the moonshine, and I bought White Claws to sip on all day long for this marathon.
So a former alcoholic, which doesn't exist, it's recovering alcoholic. But hey, guys, to entice you to give me your money, I have all this
I'm gonna
alcohol to
on
drink.
stream.
I am going to
Hey, this-
drink. I'm going to get wasted on stream, but I'm not going to overdrink because I can cut it off at any time. So if I owe you 10 shots, you motherfuckers ain't getting 10 shots. I'll cut the bitch off at 3. But keep giving me money, by the way.
So I'll be nicely
Wait, this
buzzed all day
moonshine is-
long.
You have to use the moon to get moonshine, or that's just the name of the alcohol.
It's the over-the-counter version, so it's very much weaker than actual moonshine.
For this upcoming Viewers'
Wait,
Choice event,
You
there's also
need the
going to be some
moon to
food.
make it.
So it's going to be a fun
No, you don't need the
that-
moon to make moonshine. It's homemade moonshine. You can set yourself on fire very easily.
chill, interactive event.
So why?
All right,
Oh
But-
my
Moonshine will put you on your ass real quick.
Yeah,
for this marathon. So I'll be
So I
nicely
guess-
buzzed
if
all day
it-
long.
you won't be
That'd be
buzzed.
sort
You're
of
gonna be
a-
begging for people. You're gonna be begging people to give you $100 to get
Oh,
drunk.
moonshine, but the moon is not involved.
No, there is no moon in moonshine.
This upcoming
Yeah, I
Viewers'
think,
Choice event.
I think
No.
that's kind of a click. I think that's kind of a clickbait title.
Well, you gotta think this was moonshine was made back in the Prohibition days, so that's how it got. You know, you were moonshiners.
There's also going to be some
And
food.
fun fact,
So it's going to be a
because
fun,
people-
chill, interactive
people
event.
were speeding away from
How is it
cops.
chill
That's how
interactive?
NASCAR was made.
What's the chill,
That's
Phil? You asking
Yeah,
us to
that's how
give you
NASCAR
money?
was created.
You
Yeah,
begging for
that's how
$100 to
NASCAR
take a sip of alcohol?
was
You said they're
speeding
telling
away
us how
from
good it
cops.
smells?
Yeah.
Is that the enticing part of us giving you $100 to drink some fucking alcohol? Giving you $100 for alcohol that cost you $10, 20, 30 at the most?
Wait, I want to ask you a question.
Hmm.
If I take a sip of a margarita, will I get drunk?
A sip? I mean, it depends on your alcohol tolerance. I can't say that because that every person's tolerance to alcohol is different. If you never drank alcohol, a sip might do you in. If you've drinking alcohol before, it might not bother you as much. That's all in your body's makeup.
All right, and I hope that you guys will join me for it. I wish I could tell you
Because-
exactly
because
when it is. We
I
don't know
really
yet.
wanna,
We'll know
take a
shortly,
sip of a margarita,
once we
so
figure out,
I-
you
I
know,
am thinking of margarita.
how long it will
Yeah,
take to hit
that's
these goals,
actually
right?
on
Which
my bucket
we're
list.
working on right now.
But
So.
I really want to
Okay,
take a margarita.
so
I mean, it
Well,
depends
you
on the
take-
type of margarita too, because you have
before we
the
get to that,
wine
let's do some
cooler
shout-outs.
margarita, and then you
We
have the
actually have some
margarita
early support
margarita.
that I'd like to shout out and get
I'd
momentum
rather
going.
have like
for
the
today's
weaker
goals,
one,
all
'cause I
right.
don't want
So
to
first
have-
off,
A
I
sip,
don't want
should-
to
Zing
have
a
like-
sip
did
generally you
5
should be fine, but
subs
again,
over on Kick
I don't
to get us
know.
started with Kick support today. Thank you,
I
Zangief.
don't
Let's
want
get that on
one
the
to have
leaderboard.
alcohol. I'd rather have alcohol free.
Like I drink
That's
very
worth
rarely. I
25 bucks
usually end up
support.
throwing away
And that's a
alcohol,
great head start.
or it just sits there for like a year.
to
I think
the
the
goal
longest I
today, so
held on
thank
to
you very
one
much,
bottle of
Zang.
alcohol for was
It's not
like 3
dollars,
years.
It's, I guess Federation.
And I let my
credits
friend
or
end
whatever.
up drinking
I
the
don't know
whole
what that symbol
thing.
is, The Republic. I think Republic credits or something. Okay. Our first tip of the day has arrived.
All right, don't care. Let's go. Who cares?
Here too, it actually gets attention. It gets support. People are really every week. Maybe do it once a month.
I mean, if it's alcohol, it's a beer
whenever
bottle.
I feel like, right? But it didn't work as a weekly show. Smart Guys, bringing back wrestling commentary for the first time in over a decade. I started right as Raw hit Netflix.
You started up at PPP's request. Triple P, triple bypass surgery, sat there and said, hey, how about we bring back your old show, Smart Guys? You brought it back. Don't sit there and try to play it off as you did it. No, someone else told you to do it, and that's why you did it.
And
carried the Royal Rumble all the way up to WrestleMania. First 2 weeks, popular, views, support. Then it kind of starts to die out. Then I kind of reboot it with random guest hosts. Okay, at first there's attention.
Wait, what?
WrestleMania. First 2 weeks, popular, views, support. Then it kind of starts to die out. Then I kind of reboot it with random guest hosts. Okay, at first there's attention. By the time WrestleMania hits, people are bored.
No, Phil, because you're not exciting. You're not exciting when you do these damn shows. You're not bringing up pictures. We're not bringing up like 5-second clips. We're not bringing up anything. It's just, oh, yap, 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 yap. And then you can't even bring in all the hosts. You couldn't bring on 3 fucking people? Oh, I'll bring you on one at a time.
Dude, you're like an asylum movie. You promise the action, but you don't deliver.
Yeah, like, oh, we're gonna have Ethan Ralph on for like the first 30 minutes. The other guy didn't even fucking bother to show the fuck up. He just sent me a written essay, and then we'll get the third guy that nobody fucking knows who the hell he is on, and we'll let him talk. Why didn't you have all 3 of these fucking idiots on talking at the same time? Then everybody can be sitting there bouncing the shit back and forth. That would have made for a more entertaining show than you just sitting there. Oh, here's Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph and I talk for a couple of minutes. Here, let me read the essay of the stupid motherfucker called Bucktooth. And then the other fucking fat ass is going to sit here and talk for a little bit. Oh, we had different takes.
Have you seen the movie before?
No, I haven't.
So as I said, it's kind of the deal is when you do something regularly, it doesn't really feel special anymore. Same thing with
again, Phil. Then how do YouTube channels that are dedicated to it do so fucking well? You want to keep saying shit ain't special after a while. Then how do these channels that are dedicated to this thing manage to stay relevant and engaged? How do they still have hundreds of thousands of viewers? How are they able to have panels of people if it is not special? Do you not understand how stupid you sound?
Because he can't get up, because he's a boomer.
He says this about everything he does. Oh, well, DSP Politics was good, but after a while it was no longer special. Being special has nothing to do with it.
Because you're not entertaining, Phil.
Yeah, you're not entertaining enough as a YouTuber. You are not entertaining enough as a streamer. You are not entertaining enough as a entertainer.
You're not entertaining as a person in general, Phil.
Like, when we listen to you talk about wrestling, I don't hear any joy in your voice. I don't hear any excitement in your voice. I hear nothing. I hear a person going through the motions of what they saw or what they reviewed from Twitter, and that's all I get. There's nothing exciting about you talking about anything. I mean, this whether you like wrestling or not, the product itself that he's talking about has nothing to do with him. Like, he sits there and talks about wrestling, but there is no excitement in his voice. There is no hype. Like, Phil's not like, guys, it was great. The way, I'm going to say a name, they're old. Like the way Randy Orton just fucking body slammed this one wrestler, or the way Dwayne The Rock Johnson just did their people's elbow on this guy, or this wrestler did that, or John Cena came out, did a jump flip off the top rope onto the other guy, and this and that. There's no excitement in his voice. You get me talking about anime or something I like, you're going to hear the enjoyment, you're going to hear the excitement, or even you'll hear my disgust if I don't like it. Letting you know I don't like it. I didn't like what they did. I thought it was really bad. It was a low point.
You can tell that. I'll go off with Zelda, well, for hours.
But you can't get that with Phil. Think about it. Street Fighter is his favorite game, supposedly, and he doesn't even have any joy and excitement with that. And as I've said many times on this channel, people can get a feel for you. They can get a feel for you while they're watching you. And if they can tell you're not interested or not entertained or not excited, that flows through. Your audience can feel your aura. They can feel the aura you're putting off, and it sets the tone for everyone. When you sit there and just bitch about games that you're playing all day, every day, people get tired of hearing you just complain. But you want to try to say, oh, that's the character. The character is me just making fun or saying how bad this game is or how the game screwed me. I don't really think that all the time, but it's just a character I play. That's not a character when you do it, and we can hear the anger and the annoyance in your voice, and it's the same excuse every single game.
There's a weird... I don't know how can the AVGN do it correctly, but he can't.
Because Phil is a poser and, as I like to say, a mimic. Think of him as the D&D mimic. You open the chest, it's got teeth in the tongue, and it pulls you in, and you're gone.
Wait, the what mimic? I heard the blue mimic.
But Phil is a bad mimic, where he mimics what he sees other people do, and he doesn't understand what it is exactly they're doing. Like when he sat there and said he was inspired by AVGN. Okay, and he tried to copy AVGN, but he couldn't nail down what made AVGN special. He couldn't nail down why people gravitated to AVGN. He can't nail down why people like Angry Joe and can sit there and put out these videos and get millions of views. He can't nail down why people will listen to Maximilian Dude when it comes to fighting games, or Justin Wong. He can't nail down when he does these tech videos, when he watches tech videos for Street Fighter 6, and he can't nail down why the person is doing the moves they're doing. And he thinks that this is the ultimate win, that he should win every match by mimicking the person he watched doing the thing. And then he's sitting there getting stomped out because he thinks that one video is the beat all to everything, when it's like, dude, these games get updates, they get changes, they get patches, and things get reworked. Moves get slowed down, moves get sped up. And guess what changes? Tactics. Tactics gets changed. Execution gets changed. When you should do something gets changed. When you should do a super gets changed. When you should go for the spiral arrow cannon spike gets changed. The uppercut gets changed. The Kyoken gets changed. Everything gets changed by a fraction of a second, or a combo that used to work no longer works because they decided that it no longer combos because it's too slow now. Or if you do this, it now extends the combo. But we're not watching that. We're watching a video from a year ago thinking that should still hold up for victory today.
Do you know who helped me? Inspire, make me play guitar? A smaller streamer. Yeah, and you know who helped me influence me to get a Mac? A YouTuber named Linus Tech Tips.
I've heard that name before, but
and another YouTuber named Mr. Who's the Boss. I like his.
Never heard of him.
I learned all about computers with him.
Nice. But this is the thing with Phil is he does these things that he sees other people doing, and he thinks he can bite off of that. He can mimic it, and that he should have the same success in a few days to a month, the 4 months that these people have been doing their entire time on the platform. Oh, well, this person just eats food. They just do mukbangs. Well, how come they get millions of viewership or hundreds of thousands of viewership and I can't? Well, because for one, they can tell you about the food they're eating. They can tell you what they like or dislike about the food they're eating. They can go in detail about the food they're consuming. You cannot.
I think they cut out the eating part.
Oh no, they don't. These mukbangers, you're watching them eat. You were watching them eat the food. And you're watching them chew it, and you're watching them swallow it, and you're listening to them tell you what they like about the kick, the flavor, how it was made, why they think it's underwhelming or overwhelming, and this and that. And they will give you all of this. Phil cannot give you this.
Show you their opinion. Yeah. Oh wait,
Phil just says it's not good.
I saw a video of these two guys going around like restaurants, and guess what? They actually came to a local burger joint in my town. It actually felt
ski really mask and a Glock.
With Lego nights, we had a couple nights or 3 nights in February where we built the succulent plant Lego.
It felt so
then
good.
I built a Minecraft Lego set during my birthday marathon a month ago, which I had in my background for the month of April. And now I built this guy, the Piranha Plant Lego.
Phil, you building Legos doesn't mean shit. Like, again, we're trying to grasp onto anything that we feel is going to make us money, that's going to make us popular, that's going to put us on the front page of YouTube, to bring people back into the channel, to get interest back in the channel. No, Phil, because people that do building streams, that shit's done in the day. It's done that same day they started it. You're taking 2 and 3 streams to finish something simple. That Piranha Plant was simple. And it took you 2 streams.
It's not just two or three streams. He's taking like 2 to 3 weeks just to complete one Lego set. And
because I'm saying 2 to 3 streams because it's like 1 stream here, 1 stream there. But yeah, if we're going by the length of time, yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, we'll start it Saturday. Okay, here's next Saturday. We're finishing it up. What the fuck? We had to wait a week for you to finish this fucking thing? When I can go watch other people complete it in like 2-3 hours?
And I think it would take me a couple of hours.
But this is why our shit fails. And that was one of the things that PPP sat there and asked him, like, dude, you took 3 streams to complete this one Lego set, and it took strangely Lex a day. It took Review Tech a couple of hours. Hell, Aviga completed the same thing in a couple of hours. And he's like, I didn't know it was a race. I didn't know it was a race. Yeah, Phil, you're not keeping people engaged because you're taking forever to complete something simple.
But after having done it all these times, it's like, okay, he's done it so much, it's not a big deal anymore.
No, he just takes forever.
Later on,
like, which one was it he tried to build in a day? I think it was the Minecraft one. And he bitched and bitched and bitched and bitched about that Minecraft taking so long.
The diamond sword thing? He bitched forever?
He built it in 1 stream, but that's because he got tired of being made fun of for other people completing Lego sets in 1 stream where it's taking him multiple. So he decided that he was going to just build that sword and finish that whole Lego set in a day. Sword? And then he just bitched about it the entire time. My hands hurt. I'm tired. I'm bored. I'm this. Then don't do it.
Yeah, if you don't like Lego, don't buy Lego.
But this is the thing. We are trying anything. This is DSP taking a dart and just throwing it at the board to see if something sticks. As he has said with multiple video games. He is waiting for the next big video game that everybody's talking about, and they're just going to be talking about it, and it's going to be the rave of everything, and everybody's going to come to his stream watching him because it's the rave of the town. The whole internet's on fire with it. The world is aflames playing it and talking about it, and he thinks that that's gaming. That was gaming back in the day. That's not anymore. But then we get one. We get one. We do get one. Expedition 33. Expedition 33 was the fire sale of gaming. We were getting people talking about this game for days. People are talking about Expedition 33. They're playing it. They're streaming it. It's still being talked on social media. It's all this stuff. Phil's talking about it and playing it. And what's wrong? He can't get anybody. And he's like, I don't get it. Why is nobody coming to watch me play Expedition 33? Why is the support slowing down for Expedition 33? We're not getting it as fast. It's starting to peter out here a little bit because you're boring when they can go watch someone else that has enjoyment of RPGs or enjoyment of gaming playing it. I'd rather go watch someone who's enjoying the game and they're bad at it than someone who is not only bad at it, but they're complaining and they're only begging for money and they're not interested in the game world. Yeah. That's what we get from DSP. And DSP won't figure that shit out. That it's him. He is the problem. We could have a game that would come out that would be played across the fucking world and Phil still would not get any newer eyes on him playing that game. Expedition 33 is proof of that. Baldur's Gate 3 was proof of that. Street Fighter 6 was proof of that.
GTA 6 will be proof of that as well when it comes out next year.
Yeah, he doesn't get it. Like, it's him. It's not the game. It is him. And the majority of the internet at large knows Phil is not a good person. What's up, John Valentine? Long time no see, brother. Always good to see you.
I know that from constant tractor videos and channels.
You know what, John? I know she's not here, but I'll give you Thyri-Cam, man. You get the two cat girls running with the bouncing titties, man. There you go.
This year we bring it back. Maybe when there's a reason to bring it back, like a specific time.
There's a reason to bring it back,
right?
A reason to bring it back. So again, it failed. It failed. So I'm gonna shelf it. We're gonna dome it in the back of the head like old Space Yeller.
So there you go.
It's an inside joke. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
As I said, one of the ideas that we've been coming up with is the idea of a variety show. Not the Level 1 podcast, but an actual show that I maybe do like once a week, twice a week, or maybe twice a month. You know, we got to figure out the frequency to do it. But it's 100% a variety show, and it's the whole stream. It's not just an hour and a half. It's actually my major stream of the day.
Okay, so what is this variety show? You do realize you can't just say variety show and not give an idea of what this show is going to be. Like, it just doesn't work like that.
Oh.
You gotta at least talk about it. Like, what's the variety? Are we gonna talk about movies? Are we gonna talk about pop culture? Are we gonna talk about the state of Street Fighter? Are we gonna talk about the lore of Street Fighter? Are we gonna talk about the lore of the FGC and how it even came to be? Are we gonna talk about anything that's gonna be worth a fuck? Or are we just gonna sit here and listen to you bitch about something? And you're going to claim it's variety.
Today is a variety show.
Can I say something, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
So, what would it be? Well, maybe one week I talk about my thoughts on what's going on in pro wrestling. And
Why? When you gave up the show?
You don't care about wrestling, Phil.
Like, wasn't that the whole point of the wrestling show?
It was.
You know, my thoughts on pro wrestling? So wait, you're telling me that instead of keeping the smart guys bullshit, oh, well, maybe I'll just do a stream on my thoughts on wrestling. That's what the show was for.
Smart guys.
Smart guys was to talk about the wrestling matches and your thoughts on the wrestling matches.
Wait, did he actually watch the wrestling matches, or did he just read about them on Twitter?
He barely watched.
He barely watched. Some of them he did watch, but the majority of them he didn't. He got them. He got the clips off of Twitter, and then he came back and talked about them. So we're gonna. What the fuck, Phil? That's just stupid.
I recap some results or what's going on with the pay-per-view event and say, hey,
again,
it's The Rock retired.
So we're just gonna go ahead and push smart guys into the ditch that we shot like old Yeller. Jettison that shit off into space somewhere, and then we're gonna bring its dead fucking cold carcass back before it flew into the sun,
smart guys?
And then we're gonna talk about it again.
You're gonna retcon smart guys, huh?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's just gonna retcon smart guys?
Hey, here's what I think. And then maybe one week, we build a Lego set together.
Build a Lego set. So something we're already doing now. We're already building Lego sets. So what's the point of taking? Oh, 1 week we might just do it randomly. We'll build a Lego station. We just throw one together and build it. Yeah. What fucking sense does that make, Phil? You're already doing that.
An enigma.
You're already fucking doing it. So more of what we're already doing. Oh, okay, I guess.
Enigma needs to be fucking studied.
And then maybe 1 week I just have some random guests call in, and we actually have like a back and forth open forum discussion about a topic. Maybe we cover news and stuff that's going on in gaming and things like that. Right? I feel like that could definitely work.
You already covered that.
No, that's not Marin. That is actually Dasher Pie you hear, John Valentine.
How often should I do it?
Hold on, I got it. I gotta boost them up a little bit. I got
all
you.
of that out, right? But I think that's actually
no. It was me. Sometimes I just gotta boost people on Discord. You're fine.
In fact, I already have some interesting other things like first time things that I could do on that show that I don't really want to talk about or spoil yet, because I feel like if I tell you about them ahead of time, then the ideas are kind of already
everything he's done before.
I'd rather just let it sit and simmer a bit.
So just rehashing old ideas, basically.
So
that's what.
Yeah.
That's
awesome,
what I'm
right?
Thank
you.
That's all this is rehashing shit.
Tipped $2. I really do
and I love the fact that he's complaining that it's taking him forever to
a lot of the
beat
ideas
these
and
video
things
games.
that I started is
Yeah.
doing them too regularly, too frequently, and when you do it like that, it loses interest, doesn't feel special.
Again, Phil, maybe you should stop saying it doesn't feel special, because that's the most retarded thing I've ever heard any person say on the planet. Again, you have channels that are dedicated to the very things you were talking about that you're calling special, and they're losing their luster because people ain't supporting anymore. But then how come Gunpla builders, car builders, Lego builders, all these other builders, how come they're able to keep doing the very same thing and making a lot of viewership off of it, making money off of it? How come these people that talk nothing but wrestling 24/7 on their channels are able to keep doing it and it keeps thriving? How come people that do Warhammer lore are able to keep doing it and keep thriving? How come gameplay streamers are able to keep playing games and keep thriving? Maybe we should really sit there and look at yourself. Because guess what, Phil?
Like cars, and because people are entertaining, something that Phil is not.
It's like maybe you should, Phil. You need to take a week off of streaming. Like you really need to take a week off of streaming and look at your stream, and you need to really sit and think on the direction you want your stream to go. I've talked about that openly on my stream. Hey, I'm kind of debating where I want it to go. Should I go here? Should I go there? Should I do less Phil content? Should I do more gameplay? Should I do less gameplay, more Phil content? I'm always going back and forth. But you need to take time off to seriously decide what you're doing, because it isn't working. You cannot obtain this as it continues. You are just losing people. When it's weird to the point now that it is hard for you to maintain 400 viewers on YouTube. When that was an easy thing, not even a year ago. A year ago, it was easy for you to maintain at least 400 to 500 people on YouTube. Now we can't even maintain 400. We're lucky if we can keep 300. And your night streams are abysmal now. We're not even keeping 100, 200 people. It's like 190. You know, when your YouTube chat is like 130 or 140, and then maybe 50 and 30 on the kick side of things, you should really look at your content and look at yourself. Maybe you need to have people give you honest feedback and not just kissing your ass to kiss your ass to make you feel good about yourself.
Anymore. So maybe now do it less frequently, or do a variety show where we'll do these things, but only every once in a while we go back to them, right? I think that could definitely work.
Every once in a while, but yeah, when people say, hey, Phil, do this, play this, you still wouldn't have kicked them out. Stop it.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Exactly.
All right, so continuing on. Thank you for that. And then Jalen the Chimp gifted a sub over on Kit. Thank you to Jalen.
Oh, we just had a bunch of...
God, you're rubbing your nose so goddamn much, it's disturbing.
All right.
Yeah, why did you rub his snoot like that?
Cool.
He
so
always rubbing his
early
nose.
support.
You'd almost swear he's a coke
in his
addict.
ear.
Yup, right.
Yes.
Moving from the nose to the ear.
We're up to $32 and climbing. Thank you guys.
Yeah, if you look
so
at that means you're
let's
fine.
get some support
Isn't that
going.
from
First
South
of all,
Park?
We just got support, and let's get some support rolling. What the fuck is the $32 then?
Wait, is it
Absolutely
rubbing
nothing.
your neck, rubbing your ear, show that you're lying.
we haven't had any super chats yet today. How about a super chat over on
For what? What have you done to warrant this type of money, Phil? I keep saying this. I will keep asking this until my dying breath is a detractor. What are you doing that people should support you?
Fine. You look away from somebody.
Again, you're demanding support, but you haven't given anything. You haven't done anything. You're not Mr. Beast. You're not Markiplier. You're not fucking insert other streamer. Yeah, Jacksepticeye. Fucking Dr. Disrespect. I know the shit he's under, but I'm still throwing him in there because he still gets a lot of fucking viewership. You're none of these people. You're not Dashy Gaming. You're not It's a Gundam, thank you. You're none of these people.
You're Kino Casino. Sorry.
Yeah, you're none of these people.
Sure.
You're not anyone that people should just come in and start showering you with tribute. You want a king's ransom for what exactly?
And not only that, if I'm gonna give you money, Phil, what do I get in return? What is my benefit? What's this transaction supposed to be? If I'm giving you free money, then no, I'm not gonna give you money.
Exactly.
YouTube to get that going. We also didn't have any memberships yet, so maybe a membership or two on YouTube would be greatly appreciated. Okay.
Oh, by the way,
what's up, Retail?
Variety of support.
What do you mean? This great stuff for his present.
We nearly hit the goal by the end of the podcast, and that was tremendous. Because
Stop messing with your shirt, Phil.
We hit the goal, and
always messing with it.
People were tuning in for the gameplay, and they supported it, and it worked really well.
Stress ball
So
or something.
let's get that rolling again. All right. Maybe let's get some stuff happening on both sides of the streaming spectrum here. Between
you did.
That's my bad hand.
You got super chats and memberships on Kick and YouTube. What the fuck you mean? Let's get it rolling. You already have some. Again, all this is we're LTG. I want my goal met before I start the actual gameplay. LTG, give me $20 or $50 and I'll turn my camera on. This is the same fucking thing.
YouTube and
Is it the same thing Wings of
hopefully we'll have a good amount of
No, Wings is a sad sack of shit that just does whatever.
Support to balance it out and hit that goal or more.
See, again, let's hit that goal or more. You know, it's never enough. The beast continues to eat. The beast is continually hungry. And these idiots keep feeding the beast. Remember, he told the Kino Casino chat, if you want them to stream more, give them less. But by the way, give me more.
That's hypocritical. That's hypocrisy at its finest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and like I said, the sooner the better.
The sooner the better. The sooner the better.
And that's like a pause.
I know. We are so greedy, and you had the nerve to get pissed off at Austin the Duck for sitting there making that video saying the greediest streamer. Because you are, Phil.
Oh my god, I actually subscribed to that guy. And I actually watched that video.
Yeah, I watched it on stream. Like, it's true, Phil. You're always asking for money. That makes you the greediest fucking streamer. It's a good watch.
Or the marathon. We could do the marathon as early as tomorrow. All right, or maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday.
So you're saying you want over $1,000 today to do the marathon tomorrow. That is what you're saying. Guys, give me $1,000.
What's Benjamin's right now?
Yeah, because he wants to do the marathon tomorrow. Well, today now for me. He wants to do it today, so he wants them to give him over $1,000 to do so.
And me.
It all depends.
It's the best for me. So.
Cool. Sketch show.
So dude, for real, Phil, how is that even right to your audience? You want big streamer money with a small audience. It doesn't work like that. You're not going to get big streamer money with a tiny audience.
What? How many of his viewers are actually real people and not fucking dents?
I mean, dents are his viewers. That's his viewership, his dents.
No, how many people actually give a shit about Phil?
Just his dents. Just his fan base. Anything outside of that, no one does. People, like, when PPP tried to get an interview set up with Phil and It's a Gundam, he said that before he even talked to Worski to talk to Gundam. Then,
yeah,
because even Worski was like, wait, what? I haven't even talked to It's a Gundam yet. So then he finally talks to It's a Gundam about it, and It's a Gundam's response was, fuck Phil, I'm not doing anything to help him. And then Phil
which is
wants to get mad.
He actually has ever done.
Yeah. And Phil's getting mad at them saying, oh, well, y'all can't get me anybody. Y'all don't wield any power. Phil, you couldn't get anybody to talk to you. So maybe the common denominator is you. You couldn't get Justin Wong to talk to you. You couldn't get Maximilian to talk to you. You couldn't get Wings of Redemption to talk to you. You couldn't even get another conversation going with fucking Boogie. You couldn't get another conversation with Keemstar. Like, people don't want to fucking talk to you. And what is your thing you say when they don't talk to you? Oh, they're boring because they don't want to talk to me. Who the fuck are you? Who are you that people need to flock to you? If I remember correctly, you turned down a lot of interviews in the past. And you turned down a lot of interviews leading up to the Craig interview. And you turned down people that wanted to interview you after the Craig interview. So who are you to shit on somebody else about getting interviews with people when you can't do it and you turn down people? Best outcome DSP should want is getting the same amount of money he gets now, less streams. Exactly.
What do you mean by that? Yeah. Tony says, what about sketch shows? I don't know what that means. Like
sketch, drawings, Phil. Draw something.
Sketch comedy?
Yeah, I put
don't
Apple
really
Pencil on. I could draw something.
And as for people spamming over on Kick, I will be very matter of fact and very transparent. All right? On Kick, we know all the drama and stuff that's happened over the months. Okay? We know this. And I'm appreciative of everyone who watches me on Kick every day.
No, you're not. You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, you're a fucking liar.
There is definitely a toxic troll element on Kick. People who think that they can say or do whatever they want.
You shut the fuck up.
Despite the rules, despite the fact that I've already reprimanded them for their behaviors. And they're not going to get away with it. They're acting like it's a good old boys club. Oh, well, I've been here since the beginning, so that means I could just sit here and say toxic things about everyone, right? So this morning, two particular people literally made bad jokes, saying things such as, oh, all of Phil's supporters are just on government money, and they're waiting for their government checks to come in so that they could support him. And, you know, that's completely unacceptable. It's not even a meme. It's outright insulting, okay?
It may be insulting, but it doesn't mean it's not true, Phil. I get it. It hurts your fee fees and it hurts your contributors' fee fees, but it doesn't mean it's not true. It has been proven more times than I care to count that a good chunk of your fan base is on government assistance. It has been proven that a good chunk of your fan base is mentally challenged or some type of disability. Hence why they get a government check. It has been proven that the majority of your fan base is unable to live on their own because of these disabilities.
Is welfare considered government money?
Yes.
I think I'm on welfare.
Have never contributed whatsoever to my stream. They're in the streams.
I mean, don't talk about that on stream, man.
Saying toxic shit like that. But I've never actually.
But the reason we're bringing it up is because it has been proven more times than I care to count from Phil's audience. Like, it is out there. And
yes, it is out.
Phil wants to sit here and I mean he's right for banning the people saying that. I'm not saying he's not right for it, but it doesn't mean it's not true, especially when it's been proven. And multiple people have come out and found out these people are mentally handicapped in some fashion. I wish them all the best.
Yes, me too.
But it doesn't change what they are and what they're getting. A lot of these people are way worse off than Phil and a lot of other people, but these are the people that Phil is demanding the money from.
I think he's taking abuse of these people.
No, he is. He's definitely abusing them. He's definitely abusing his audience.
Wait. Can you rephrase that, please? No, he's taking advantage of these people.
It's still abuse. It's still abuse. He's still abusing them. Think about it. The moment you sit there and start guilt tripping your audience because you didn't make a goal, that's abuse. That is mental abuse.
Yeah,
it's not their fault that you didn't hit the goal. It's not your audience's fault. That goal is an arbitrary number that you put in place to make yourself feel good, to make yourself think you're successful. That has nothing to do with the audience.
I didn't do mental abuse. And that triggers me to a personal level.
That's why I always talk about it.
I suffer mental abuse and certain other type of abuse, and that triggers me to a personal level. And anyone who has suffered abuse in the chat, YouTube chat, this should trigger you as well.
But they don't, because they see Phil as one of them.
But he's not.
They, as I've said before, they see Phil as their champion. He is the one they are to rally behind. He is the one for them to let him step on them in his time of need. This is DSP. That's why you hear me say the kingdom of the dents. He is the king of the dentums.
So he's like their Jesus or something?
Not their Jesus, but he's their champion. Like, Phil is one of us, and he's better at what he's doing than we are. So we need to prop him up. We need to keep him up above so we can let him be successful. Even though he makes 6 figures a year, we need to keep him propped up.
Yeah, we need to put him on a soapbox, right?
That's why I said he's the king of the dents. We're in the kingdom of dentum. And the very people he asked for the gold for yesterday, he's asking it for him today. He's going to ask from him tomorrow. These people could be tapped out, and he's still asking them to give more. That's why we're to the point we only have a few people that are whales. We don't really have dolphins anymore. They've been fished out. They've been cleaned out. Like yesterday, you had the one person on his stream say, "Hey Phil, you want me to go on my alt account and gift you 10 memberships on Kick?" And Phil's response was, "Well, do what you want." And then 20 minutes later, that person gave him 10 memberships. And he was like, "Well, we know who that is." Because they said it on their YouTube account. So a lot of these people you see Phil getting money from, it's the same person on different socks. That's the whole thing with OIC. Dude has 4 or 5 socks that we know of. So we know it's OIC tipping Phil under 4 or 5 different accounts. Then there was another time, another dent. Then there was another person Phil called out because they tipped him under a different name, but under the same email. And Phil was like, "Hey, I know this is you because you have the same email." And the person's response to Phil was, "I'm sorry, I just wanted it to look like there's more people supporting you than what it actually is." This is the mindset of DSP's fan base. Because they even know he doesn't have the numbers.
There are certain, like most things in life, all kingdoms must fall eventually.
Yep, it's the guy. I'm watching his Twitch. Yeah, and that's why you see a lot of YouTubers or even streamers, they do it for a couple of years or even 10 plus years, and then they leave. They make their money, they make a couple of million, and then they dip out. They did what they needed to do. And then they turn around and they diversify that money into LSCs and all these other things and the stock market and whatever. And they put their money out there, so then their money starts working for them. So they can quit YouTube, they can quit streaming, and they can leave that life behind and do what they want. That's why you rarely see videos from Markiplier. You rarely see videos from Jacksepticeye now. These guys are to the point, like Markiplier is no longer a YouTuber. Markiplier itself is a brand name. But he is able to do different things. This dude's able to blow $1 million to make a YouTube little mini web series for his fan base. This dude was able to exile himself from YouTube for a month to sign the Tasteful Nudes calendars for every single person that purchased one.
I've been with YouTube for 10 years, and I rarely make videos. Do you know what I use my account for?
Watch people and watch content. My account, this account,
Yeah,
Aisha Yamamoto, has been around since 2008 or 2006. Somewhere around there. This is an old account. I just started making content on it.
Yeah, do you know that little rainbow dash in the corner of that stream?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Actually contributed at all. So not only is it
again, see right here, right here, he's telling people they haven't contributed at all. So Phil's worth, your worth to Phil is based on how much you give him. You haven't given him anything, you're worthless to him. You're dead weight. We need to cut you loose. We need to string you up in the gallows. We need the Axeman to go ahead and behead your ass because you're worthless to us because you're not giving me money.
Violation of the rules, but it's hypocritical as well. They're not coming back. I don't care. And if you are of the mentality that you think that you can say and do whatever you want, insult regulars, insult supporters, and get away with it, you're wrong. Sorry, the party's over. If you act like an asshole, you'll be treated like the asshole you are, and you will appropriately be moderated. If you have issue with that, fuck you. I don't care.
Doesn't matter, Phil. See, this is, again, Phil, this is how fucking stupid you are. Because you know they make sock accounts and they're right back in there making fun of you. So you banning an account does exactly what to them? Like, what does it do exactly? They know they get a rise out of you. They wind you up because they say, oh, Cat's fat. Cat got blacked. Phil got fucked by Cat. Zangief's back shots, or whatever other fucking name they come up with. They know it disturbs you, it bothers you. You, on your 2 days off, banned hundreds of names. On your day off, the day you're supposed to be sitting there with your fat fucking gouty written wife, you're over there on Kick banning fucking names. Again, terminally online. We can't be offline to be with our wife. Nope. We are online all the time. I am banning you when I'm not here. Because that's how much of a bitch he is.
Get out of my chat. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty then.
And then on top of that, Phil can only talk this tough shit because they can't say shit back. Phil's already admitted to how much of a bitch he is. Jaha stepped up to him, he backed down. The other dude stepped up to him, he backed down. When Bunkay went in his ass, he backed down. This dude is backed down from every single person that actually could put their hands on him or actually sat and talked to him. This dude bitched out. But we can be on here talking shit to these faceless individuals because why? They're not talking. Look at Stuttering Craig. He cuts the call and then says, go fuck yourself. He couldn't even be man enough to tell Craig to his face, go fuck yourself, and then end the call. No, we end the call first and then say it and then laugh about it like we did something. But then he was fucking fuming because Craig fired up a stream because his wife told him to, and he made 5 times more than Phil did. And Phil can sit there and fucking cope and seethe about Craig making money from his detractors having a good hearty laugh at Phil's bitch ass.
Yeah, that's how they're intertwined with each other.
Yeah. But am I supposed to do with my wifey? The internet is out. Exactly. Yeah, that's another thing. You're out with your wife, and then your neighbor texts you and tells you the internet's back, and you rush home, ending the day with your wife to come home and stream.
It was kind of funny. My Wi-Fi was out this morning.
But this dude doesn't care about his wife. His wife is a prop piece. His wife is a prop piece. That's all she is. She serves no purpose but to wash the shit out of his drawers and cook him fucking dinner, even though they DoorDash half of it or microwave the other half.
Wait. Oh shit! Wait, she had a tax write-off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. I was like drawing a blank there. I was like, to kick me, I was myself on the stomach, like there. So he does not care. Wait, is this cat still alive?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper's still around.
So that's that.
Wait,
enough of the drama.
Boy or girl?
I just wanted to get that out of the way because people were spamming the kick chat.
And they're still spamming. So what the fuck you gonna do with them? They're still spamming, Phil. We're watching. They're still spamming you. You didn't do anything. Oh, I had to address. You ain't have to address shit. You could have just fucking banned them all and kept going. But you won't do it because you know that'll hurt your bottom line with Kick. That'll hurt that nice monthly check that Kick will give you.
Wait, what is the monthly check that?
Oh, I have no clue what it is. I don't know what he makes.
If you had to roughly guess.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to even guess that. Bat boy!
And, it is what it is. If they continue to spam and they find themselves banned, no one's going to care. There won't be a sympathetic ear for them to cry on. They don't do anything but sit there and do memes and do toxic stuff every day. And I put up.
So then why do you continue to put up? I know you're about to tell me you put up with it, but why do you keep putting up with it if you don't like it? It sounds like to me you know you need them and you don't want to get rid of them, so you just deal with it. That's what it sounds like to me. You know you need those people there because that's your Kick income right there.
Up with it.
Yeah, that's
to some extent. I try to be, a reasonable guy. I don't want to be someone who is throwing the ban hammer around.
Bullshit. Then why did you ban over 100 people on your 2 days off?
Wait, 200? Is it 100 or 200?
No, I'm saying over 100.
100 people was banned during his days off.
Yeah, he banned well over 100 people on his 2 days off. If you watch WPIG when they're going over this shit right here, Alt will sit there and read the banned names, and he'll be like, yeah, hundreds of people were banned on Phil's day off.
100 plus people.
Yeah, but he's I don't want to ban people. Then why are you banning all those people? Why are they all banned? Now, mind you, these people didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing in the chat. It's just their names that are getting them banned.
All the time. I don't want to have people think that, when you go to Phil's streams, there's way too much moderation. In fact, it's
because it is, Phil. Somebody says something you don't like, they get banned. They have an offensive. They have a name you don't like, they get banned.
Like Wings of Redemption. Like you don't like something, you get banned.
Yeah, you just ban people, Phil. If you're not getting banned, you're getting begged to. That's all you get in the DSP stream, and him bitching. That's all you get.
The total opposite. There's very little moderation on my streams or in my chat. The only real moderation that happens is these idiots who come in and make these fake accounts every day that are incredibly insulting names or doxing, which there's literally 50 of these a day. There's some no-life person who goes on Kick and makes like 50 accounts a day that are all awful. So the mods and I take care of them when we see them. They don't ever talk. They just show up and then we ban them before they even have a chance to try to be toxic.
So there you go, right there. He just said it right there. Listen closely. Listen to what he says closely, right there.
And makes like 50 accounts a day that are all awful. So the mods and I take care of them when we see them. They don't ever talk. They just show up and then we ban them before they even have a chance to try to,
So again, Phil, isn't that over moderating your chat? You can't say I don't over moderate and then follow up with, oh yeah, by the way, I fucking ban people with names in my chat. They don't talk. They just pop up and I ban them. So it sounds like we're over moderating.
Yeah. And fun fact, I'm actually a mod for a few people, And I actually do that. Like, if they're a bot, like, or if they are a certain person, if they ban evade, I give them the hammer.
Yeah, but see,
It's
like
'cause
right
that's
here, I'm just saying, like right here, he's sitting there saying, I don't over moderate, and then proceeds to tell you how he over moderates.
I just follow the rules of Twitch.
So
if there's a bot, it's banned. If they're ban evading, I have to ban them.
So my thing is
if they're breaking the rules,
you can't do both. You can't be both. Oh, I don't over moderate. By the way, I over moderate. Wait, what? You just said you don't over moderate, but then you turn around and tell me you over moderate.
Yeah, I don't over moderate.
No, not you. It's about Phil. Phil here sat there and said he doesn't want to moderate his chat like that, and then proceeds to tell us how he over moderates his chat.
Yeah, as a mod, not a YouTube mod.
The thing is, there's no reason to say this. There's no reason to say this. They have offensive names. Just ban the name. Ban the name and move on. See, this is where Phil is stupid. Yeah, see, he sits there and says he doesn't want to give losers no attention, but then proceeds to say they're a loser and how he bans them, which gives them attention.
Yeah, that's kind of a hypocrite instead of invalid.
Yeah, like let's just take I'm gonna use you for an example, Bat Boy. If I was gonna ban Bat Boy, I would just ban him and keep moving on. I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, Bat Boy, you're an idiot," and then ban him because we're giving him the attention. I just ban him. That's it. Done. Nothing more, nothing less. But Phil can't do that because Phil needs the last word.
He needs the last word.
And he doesn't realize how bad that makes him sound, or how it makes him look even. Can Phil swim? I don't think Phil can swim.
It'll be toxic. But outside of that, very little moderation.
Wrong.
Happens.
I know how to swim.
Outside of that, very little moderation happens. But then that's over moderation, Phil. You're already doing. You can't say, "Oh, well, outside of me over moderating, moderation doesn't really happen." But you just said you over moderated. First you said you didn't over moderate, then you say you over moderate, and then you're saying, "Oh, outside of the over moderation, I don't over moderate." Which one is it?
How do you do both?
Yeah, you can't do both.
That's physically impossible.
Yeah, it's one or the other. You can't be both.
Yeah, that's not hell. That's impossible. You have to mod. You have to over or not mod. Yeah, you're over moderating chat. I can tell. Add a mod. Yeah, you're over moderating the chat.
So
I can tell.
I'm very lax in that, and then I even get complaints sometimes. Why do you let the chat get out of hand? This is your business, and you should be making sure that it's a place that everyone can chat.
Yeah, same here, Bat Boy. I don't make alt accounts. This is the only one I got. Aisha Yamamoto. It gets banned. I don't give a fuck.
Micromanaging everything and moderating constantly. I'd rather make content. I'd rather hang out with you guys and have a good time.
Real reason, one for private reason.
Moderate.
You do that though.
It's not worth my time, right?
Yeah.
But if people are going to be toxic like this, right? If they're going to be stupid, if they're going to be insulting, if they're going to be jerks, and if they're going to outright break the rules and insult others like they're
Discord, Twitch was messing up.
doing, they're not going to be in the chat. Okay.
Because the one signed. Because
okay.
And then discovered the servers were down.
Someone tipped the book says you could call the variety show DSP versus the world.
I still have my account.
I mean, I guess, but I don't think that's the whole point of the show.
So and listen to how shitty his titles are. DSP politics, DSP versus the world. This is all dumb shit. Come up with something new that doesn't have your name in it. Like, just come up with something that doesn't have the name DSP.
DSP tries it.
Yeah, but we can't do that. We can't do that because, we have to show that it's DSP. What's up, Mad Cats? Good to see you, man.
Oh, yeah. James Expressland says DSP cries it. It's a play on words.
Exactly.
Show would be me taking on the
world kind of weird. My old videos,
manner,
I never put any titles. I just left the date when they were uploaded.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I
would love to hear your opinions. If we could brainstorm some stuff together.
Let's brainstorm together. No, it's your show, Phil. You need to be the one making up this shit. This is your show. Now let's brainstorm, guys. No, you do it. It's your show. You're the one trying to get these motherfuckers money. So you come up with the shit.
Sid, are you trying to Blue's Clues us, Bill? Sorry, I've been watching Blue's Clues lately.
If I were to do a variety show,
I was watching Blue's Clues tonight.
Because moderators don't have to be there.
The podcast will always be the podcast.
Yeah, I don't
the Level 1 podcast.
Yeah, the moderator don't have to be that 24/7.
I like doing this show in its current format. But I like having the show be like the start of the streams on my normal days. About an hour and a half of talking with you guys, covering topics. I don't want this to change. The variety show would be a lot of other style of...
Phil, this talking shit is dumb. This whole DSP show's stupid because it's just listening to you talk to your audience about how to get more money and telling them to tell you how for them to give you more money.
Yeah, and you're not entertaining at all, Phil.
Maybe even covering things in depth. You know what we could do sometimes?
Just
react to stuff. I haven't done any reacting outside of game trailers and stuff in a while. Maybe we say, hey, Phil, I'd like to react to this clip. All right, you know what? Let's do this on the show, right?
Let's do it on the show.
There you go. Okay.
This is fastest WWE champion or something.
All
right. That thing.
The tasteful truth. Phil Phillips it. What? Oh, Phil Flips it. Excuse me.
Again, his name. Again, his name on everything.
DSP's crowd control. DSP's main event.
Why does it have to have DSP in his name?
Because that's he's a narcissist.
Unplugged. What's up, King Michael?
He's that much of a narcissist that his name has to be tied to everything. He doesn't know how to just come up with a show that doesn't have his name in it.
Oh my goodness. All right, so guys. Sorry. Dawn hit me there. All right, I think it's time to get to the portion of the show. What we're going to do now, we're going to go through nominations. All right? The nominations. So I'm taking a look here.
I think I just found
222 comments. Yeesh, that's a lot of comments, right? 222 comments were made in regards to nominating games for viewers' choice.
Sorry, I just got excited because it was.
Someone took $2. Do you think Kick might not be contributing to the positive environment you want your streams to be? No, that's not true. It's. I want you to understand something. It's never everyone. That's a gross misgeneralization. Okay.
No, you demand money from your audience.
When I started streaming on Kick.
Oh, is there anyone?
We all know that the reason that I even gave Kick a chance or started streaming on Kick
for what?
Was because I was essentially egged
on
to do so by the Kino Casino.
Doom franchise.
And I was skeptical.
Oh yeah,
I played the
Doom
franchise. I didn't really understand it at the time.
Yeah.
Once I started looking into
the next
Kick
game
and realizing it was pretty much just like Twitch. All right. That's when I started streaming there.
Yeah.
That hairline is fucked.
Initially, the crowd that we had on Kick was very casino oriented. It was regulars of Kino Casino who started watching me on Kick, and not only did they follow, but they started subbing and gifting subs and supporting that.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing it.
A lot has changed since then.
Yeah,
and a lot of the people who still watch me daily on Kick are kind of holdover. They're still fans of the casino, but also they like to stick around here to keep an eye on things. Some of them positively.
Phil, your fans from the casino all left.
And negatively. And I don't, to be honest, I don't really care why you're watching, as long as you're abiding by the same rules as everybody else. We have rules that say you cannot insult.
Phil, why are we going over this?
Not using toxic negative memes from detractors. These are rules that have always been in place. They're clear cut.
What this is his justification to why he's doing what he's doing constantly. This is the justification for him sitting there constantly banning people, and he's just like, well, this is why, so I'm gonna keep saying this till you guys understand. Like, you don't have to convince your dents. Like, why are you you're trying to convince trolls of why you do this. You're trying to do this, oh, well, new people coming in, you have no new people coming in. There's nothing new here. This is the same shit every day.
What's that supposed to mean?
And everyone can see them and everyone has to abide by them. No one is immune to the rules because this is how you maintain a positive community. If I just let anyone
see the gray hair, I know.
You'll have people at each other's throats, constantly attacking each other, trolling nonsense. It won't be a safe environment, and people won't like the stream.
You want to get this from any other guy.
I have put up with the holdovers and tried to be nice to them, despite the fact that I know they're probably not my biggest fans. They're more fans of the casino.
You get a life.
Still come up to my streams, they watch, and I appreciate that they're here.
You have nobody from the casino watching you, Phil. You have nobody from the casino watching. They're gone. They're all gone. You've said this numerous times already that everyone from the casino has left. So now we're sitting there trying to retcon that by saying that we have people from the casino still here. We're retconning the retcon of the retcon. Okay.
How can you retcon?
The engagement
how can you retcon something?
Does, okay.
That's already been retconned like multiple times.
I cannot allow people to directly insult others. I cannot allow people to directly pass along these toxic memes.
But you do.
You honestly,
Phil, by the fact that you leave them in your chat knowing what they're doing, then you are allowing them to do this. You are okay with them doing this, Phil. As long as it's giving you numbers and you feel like they can possibly give you money, then you're allowing them to do this negative content. They're allowing them to be negative in your chat. You're allowing them to bully people in your chat. You're allowing all of this, Phil, because you want that money.
I mean, let's be honest here.
Needs that bread.
Do you really think that the vast majority of people who support my content are people on government pay? What are you even talking about?
Yeah, Phil, they are. A lot of your fan base is on government checks. They're on government assistance. But at the end of the day, Phil, it doesn't matter. The fact that you're spending this much time on this and justifying why you're banning people, all because they say, hey, yeah, your fucking chat is full of a bunch of government-assisted idiots. You can sit there and just ban the fucking people and be done with it and not even try to address it. You addressing it makes 0 sense.
Is he on?
Are you implying that there are disabled people?
Huh?
Is he on welfare?
No, he's not, but a lot of his chat is.
Oh.
But he's sitting there now trying to defend his chat. Like, he's sitting there trying to defend his chat. It's like, well, do you really think they're on government? Yes, they are. This has already been proven.
Yeah, multiple times, yeah.
Wow, that's a nice thing to say. Right? Wow, that's really... And first off, even if some of them are, that's not my business. That's not your business. That's no one's business.
Problem?
If they like someone's content, they're able to support whoever they want, however they want. And it's not your place to criticize. It's not your place to try to deride or make fun of that. You're a sick individual and an online fucking bully.
Nah, he really can't.
If we all looked at you, we'd probably laugh at you harder than you laugh at anyone else on the internet.
I'm sorry, Phil. I work an actual job and I don't give you money, so I'm sorry. None of your fucking retards in your chat can laugh at me. Okay? I'm not the one that needs fucking assistance throughout my life because life decided to deal me a cruel hand or I had a bad accident that put me in that position. So you can't say they can fucking laugh at me because I'm able to go to work every day, make money, buy myself shit, live on my own, and laugh at your retarded ass. Sorry, you can't laugh at me for that. I can laugh at you for that, but you can't laugh at me. You can't laugh at your detractors. I'm sorry, even detractors that are disabled ain't doing the dumb shit your chat's doing.
Can I tell my story now, please? I was employed, but things happen. Now I'm not. And I was like you. I was employed. I could buy things. But now, because of multiple reasons, multiple things, I can't go back to the employment line because I had mental issues. If I didn't have mental issues, I would love to go back on the unemployment line. Yeah, I'm disabled. I had a job. Seriously, come on, Phil. If a disabled person like me can get a job, you can get a job easily.
Like I said, is this the fact that he's sitting there, like, we're sitting here trying to defend somebody? This is something that he needs not to address. Especially, it's already been proven. All he has to do is just ban them and move on. But nope, we're going to sit here and address it. We got to address it. We got to address it. Because why? At the end of the day, I got to be the top dog. And it's like, yeah, and people are going to turn around and still make fun of your chat harder, and they're gonna say shit like I just said. Yeah, it's hurtful. I know it is. I'm not gonna say it's not hurtful. Doesn't change the fucking facts.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we're gonna sit here and defend our chat from a rando saying this shit, but we didn't say a goddamn word to June the King when he sat there and said your chat is mentally stunted, mentally challenged, and all that shit. But we didn't say that to June the King. We're gonna sit here and say that to some random motherfucker on the internet. Again, this is how much of a bitch he is.
And when I make fun of myself, I'm disabled. I really don't care. Phil is a bitch. He's like one of the biggest bitches I've seen on this platform, on any platform I've seen so far, in the last couple of years. How does he still have fans? He needs to get banned from the entire internet for a month.
Well, see, this is the problem with that. This is why Phil is lucky enough to go under the radar, because so many people report him. It put a blanket on him that YouTube just stopped looking into him.
What?
Phil gets reported daily. He gets reported daily. There's people that report his channel the moment he goes live. And it's happened so much now that YouTube is not looking into it. Because if anything, he should have been banned for that Scorn rant that he went on. Or that Scorn rant 2.0 with the other game like 2 weeks ago.
What's Scorn rant? I don't remember. Can you bring me up to speed of that, please? Can you bring me up to speed with that rant you're talking about? I don't remember at all.
The fact that he's been reported so much that he's now just got a blanket over him?
No, this rant thing you're talking about. Look what?
That's what I'm talking about. It's the same thing I'm talking about. My song would probably lay into him. Yeah. Like, only thing that's getting him now is just other people going at him. Like, actual big YouTubers going at him. That's the only thing.
You're talking about the rant you did?
Some of the rant I just went on about his audience.
Because you're probably a bigger loser. But no one does that. Instead, losers group together on the internet to try to bully others. And it's just not allowed in my content. It never...
Okay, what about you trying to bully Review Tech? What about that, Phil? Weren't you trying to bully someone? Weren't you trying to use other people to bully somebody? Or wasn't it when you were sitting there with Triple P in them and you were trying to go in Duty Streams chat and talk to him that day, that him and Keemstar were hashing it out and going at each other? Weren't you trying to bully him by jumping in there all of a sudden, Phil? Oh, I guess not, right? I guess we don't bully people, though. We sat there and did the whole Review Tech felting stream, right? I guess we don't bully people, right? Fucking hypocrite.
Never has been and it never will be.
I've seen this picture on meme before. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. I think I really messed that up. Like, yeah. Never underestimate the power of never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. Yeah, that's that is Dent. That's his that's his fan base. They're freaking stupid and they're in large groups. They will fall for anything.
Yeah, like I said, this dude's in there talking about, oh, we don't do toxic content. This dude does toxic content every day. He is toxic every day to people. If you're not toxic, you just ban people and you go on about your business. But that's not Phil.
I have a question for you. What's more toxic, Chernobyl or Darkside Phil?
I mean, Chernobyl was a nuclear incident that affected millions of people. Well, you can't compare him to that. That's just not comparable.
It's okay.
That was due to people's incompetence. Phil is naturally this way. There's a difference between incompetence and being an asshole to people.
Wait, who's more toxic? Redemption or Phil?
You're gonna be gone. Sorry, that's
both.
Just the way that it works. At a place where it's not chaos and
both.
It's not
it'd still be both.
Complete toxicity and online bullying. Maybe you're
Phil mentally and financially abuses his audience, and Wings of Redemption abuses his wife. It's both.
Used to that environment from places like casino and other places. That's not what I perpetrate in my
it's still both.
on my streams. Okay.
Like, low tier God literally had a child, had sex with a girl that was underage, and then turn around and is not raising the child because he had a girl. So he's a shitty person and a shitty father all in the same go. These people are all shitty for their own reasons. Like that, it's still, my answer is always going to be both. Even when I'm asked to pick one, it's still going to be both because they have done some horrible things. Just the same as if you asked me about Boogie. Dude faked cancer for sympathy money and took crypto money from his chat, took $5,000 from his chat, and then turned out, and when the scam was found out, he didn't give that money back to those people.
Oh, and Rich is a horrible father.
Yeah, Rich is a horrible father and a horrible son. Like, all these dudes is equally bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're like
they do different things. They've done different things, but they're still equal. And this is why they're... Yeah, he's a bad father. He turned around and used his daughter as a shield as to why people shouldn't criticize him. And then got mad when people were still criticizing him.
Are there 5 of those 7 deadly sins?
What about the deadly sins? I mean, Phil is fucking gluttony and sloth all rolled into one. Greed, gluttony, and sloth in one.
Are there 5 of those 7?
Yeah, there's 7 of them. I don't know them all, but Phil's definitely 3 of them.
That's correct. King Ferb says, imagine if in real life someone tried to make fun of someone who was disabled in front of other people. Exactly. What would happen? You'd be called out, and probably someone would beat your ass. But
I mean, but you got away from an ass kicking, so I mean that doesn't matter, Phil.
You do it online because you're a pussy. You understand? You're a coward. You're a
wuss.
You have a little dick, and that's why you act like that online. So I'm not going to protect.
Says the guy that fucking folded every time somebody tried to step up to him.
What? That's all 7 deadly sins.
No, I mean, yeah, the locales combined are all 7, but Phil, don't sit there and say, "Oh, I'm protecting my audience." No, you're not. You're not fucking protecting your audience, and you're a bitch. Get the fuck out of here.
People who act like that in my chat. In fact.
All right, Phil. So what about that fucking manifesto about women being whores and all this shit on them forums, on a female forum for the FGC? But you just want to say, "Oh, fighting game community." But I was just being a troll. I was just being a troll. Making a fucking manifesto about how shitty women are because they don't date you?
Oh, so he's being a misogynistic.
Yeah. Phil has done a lot of shit.
Right.
Phil has done a lot of shit, and then he wants to sit there and play it off as he didn't do these things, or, oh, that was just one time in my life, and I've changed. You have not once apologized for the shit you have done from your past and your present. But you want to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm changed. I'm not that same guy anymore." You never apologized for the shit you did. You're still the same person. You're still shitty. You still shit on people. It hasn't changed. Phil has not changed from then to now.
This could be used as a good emote. This face. Use this as an emote. This could be good poggers emote.
I'll be the one to put my foot to your fucking ass and beat your ass for it. Okay?
You can't beat shit. Okay, then why didn't you fight Jaha? And I'm always bring that up. How come you didn't fight Jaha? How come you didn't fight Mike Watson?
Yeah.
How come you walked away with your tail between your legs and you got your ass beat in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and you lost over $500?
So he's a big pussy. So he believes in corporal punishment, but when it happens to him, he runs away like a little bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah,
deal with it.
My mom
if you don't like it, fuck you, because I don't like online bullies.
You're the last ones.
Okay.
One of the last ones. No, she didn't do it to us.
What's going on, Jade? May the 4th be with you as well. Do you like the lightsaber battle going on behind
me? There is no lightsaber battle, Phil. Shut the fuck up.
It's supposed to be a lightsaber battle light show, and also we got Star Wars text at the bottom.
You don't have Star Wars text.
Okay.
Phil, shut the hell up.
Wait, is that That's saying noon on his clock still.
So, folks, let
Yeah,
us
this
know.
is
And by
this
the way,
is from
it's
this morning,
hilarious
his
because
morning.
now all those LARPer accounts on Kick are exposing themselves.
Oh wait, wait.
Which is hilarious. Now they're all angry because someone actually stepped to their online bullying and showed that they're pussies.
Phil, you can't sit there and say that. If they're still talking, Phil, that means they're not pussies, Phil, if they're still talking. Do you not understand how this shit works, you fucking retard?
Wait, what is he talking about now?
If they're still talking shit on Kick, that's not showing that they're pussies, Phil. The fact they're still there shows that you're a pussy because you ain't get rid of them yet.
Yeah, you're just a bitch, Phil. You just won't get a grip on life.
Fucking idiot.
So now they're all upset. Oh, fuck you. You're all sissies,
fuck
don't you
too,
get
Phil.
it? Literally every one of you is a miserable coward.
Dude.
People don't sit online and bully others.
Yes, they do, you stupid fuck. What do you think they're doing to you?
Yeah, that's a common...
What do you think they do to Wings of Redemption? What do you think they do to Low Tier God? What do you think they do to any low count? What do you think they still do to Christian? What do you think Twitter is fucking overrun with? What do you think is up and down fucking Reddit? Yes, they do, you stupid ass. You think it just starts and stops with you?
No, it does not.
Unless
Phil,
they're pussies.
You need to get a reality check.
It's that simple. If you have a life, if you have positivity, if you have confidence in yourself, you don't sit around bullying others all day.
How do you know that, Phil? When you sit there and do it. You do the very thing you calling them a coward and a pussy for. You do it. How many YouTubers, how many streamers, how many female streamers that you've sat there and shat on that have done nothing to you? Isn't that bullying?
Yeah, that's being...
Last I checked, that is.
Yeah. No.
So we're sitting here bullying people that have done nothing to you. You were calling them boring. You were saying that they are using their body for gain. You were saying that they're shills and sellouts. You're saying all this nasty shit about people that haven't done anything to you, said not one bad word towards you. So I guess we're still being a bully too towards people, Phil?
Is he being like a sexist or misogynist?
No, he's just being fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Because the way it is as we say, the rules for thee, not for re. See, you can't do that to him, but he can do that to you. That is Phil's logic.
Very one-sided.
That's because that's his logic. That's
very one-sided.
Remember, Phil said, with everyone that's left him, it is not his fault, it is their fault. He did nothing wrong. It was on their part. That is Phil. That's what he says.
Hey,
Phil
you go do positive things for yourself. It's only those who are the lowest of the low, the dregs, the leeches, the wretches, the bottom of the barrel, who have to sit there and look at others and basically make fun of them, or else you're too busy with...
Phil, again, Phil, when you were not with Kino Casino, were you not making fun of people? Are you not trying to make fun of people making fun of you right now? So I guess you're the dredge. You're the bottom of the barrel. You're all this bullshit you're trying to say about the people that are talking about you, right? I hope you're including yourself in that because you're doing the very thing you're trying to accuse them of doing, Phil.
Yes, he is.
So I hope you're including yourself in being the dredge in the bottom of the barrel.
No, he's not.
Your own positive life. You don't give a fuck what other people are saying or doing.
Then why are you addressing it, dipshit? If you don't give a fuck about what these other people are saying and doing about you, then why are we addressing it? That means you care. That means it's getting to you. Do you not see what you're doing here, dipshit?
Yes, he's a dumbass.
If what these people are saying about you didn't bother you, you would just ban them and keep on going with your stream like nothing ever happened. But no, what are you doing? You're giving a whole segment dedicated to the people that don't like you yet again, proving that they get to you, that they bother you.
Phil, You don't know.
Well, again,
nothing.
you don't understand that because you are the losers
At
here.
this point, I wish you would
So
get
are you,
into
Phil. I hope you're including yourself in the losers pile, Phil. Because the more you keep addressing them, the more you keep calling them retards, the more you keep saying they're dredges of society, the more you keep calling them the bottom of the barrel, the more times you call them the waste of life, you are doing the very same thing that you're saying they're doing. So in that case, you are a fucking loser. You are a dredge of society. You are bottom of the barrel. You are a retard. You are everything you want to call them. You're a pussy, Phil. You see how, again... You see how easily I can turn the very thing you say back on you.
Yeah,
because you keep addressing it. You keep addressing it and you keep wanting to lash out at people. So I guess that you're including yourself. I hope you're including yourself in all of this because I turned it back on you very easily with no pushback. I didn't have to exert any energy into turning it right back around.
Yeah, you can easily force the table to be turned on somebody. You can do it with a lot of force.
Wrong, Phil. Wrong, Phil, because you're addressing it right now. You keep calling them losers, dredges of society, and all this shit. You're addressing these people, and you're addressing them with insults. To be better, you don't dress them with insults. You just say, hey, they don't like me. I hope they find peace. And you keep it pushing. You be positive. You're not being positive.
The content, it's the dregs of society.
Honestly, I wish he would get an eviction notice.
Well, that's not going to happen. He'd have to miss payments for that, and that'd be a foreclosure.
See, I don't know about that. Jalen says call them incels. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about incel culture or anything like that.
I'm just trying to.
I don't want to go that far. Because then you go that far, and the next thing you know, that would be a Minecraft moment for me.
I just wish
where
get
I misstep and I extend too far, and I say things and I insult people who I don't even know.
You're only insulting people you don't know, dumbass. I don't want to go too far. You're overly going too far by your own logic.
Wait, did he mention incest in there?
No, incel.
Wait, incel. Yeah, is he considered an incel?
Pretty much, because he doesn't like women, so yeah. People say, oh, but he's married. No, he's not. I mean, yes, on paper he's married, but he's not married. They're a glorified roommate.
Wait.
Anytime you decide to spend more time online than with your wife, you're not married.
Yeah, wait.
This is a marriage of convenience.
I do not like dating. And am I an incel?
I mean, do you not like women? I mean, that's kind of an incel thing if you don't like women. But then again, that could just be your sexual preference. Only way you get called an incel is if you're just bashing women constantly. Then it's an incel.
But I love women.
Yeah, Phil bashes women. He's not nice to women. I mean, he called that other woman a slut because all she did was do some exercises on stream, and he was like, she's a fucking slut.
It depends on the woman, though. It depends on the female.
She was dressed. What's up, Native Mamba?
Then I respect her.
Yeah, exactly, Native Mamba. That's what I'm saying. Like, Phil wants to say all this shit, and it's like I said, you could turn this shit right back around on him.
So I'm definitely not saying that.
If she was scantily clothed, then I would not respect her.
Wait, but okay, I don't want to call you an incel because that's too far, but I'm going to call you a mouth drooler.
What's a mouth drooler?
A retard.
So I'm not up to date with these retard insults.
That's because Phil is trying to not be offensive on YouTube, so he's not trying to say retard. So he'll say mouth drooler, basement dwelling mouth drooler. That is what he likes to say as an insult to people. That's his way of still using the word retard, but not saying it.
So call someone a retard without saying retard.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's why you hear us make fun and say, "Oh, you mouth droolers," because that's his word. That's what he wants to say. Again, so he's sitting there saying calling someone an incel is too far, but calling them a mouth drooler is okay.
Retard.
Yeah,
but calling himself a mouth drooling retard.
Yeah, like this is the things I find funny when it's like, okay, so that's just funny. So calling someone an incel is too far, but calling them a mouth drooler is okay. Okay, Phil, I guess. I don't know how the fuck that works, but okay.
in my opinion, calling someone a retard is too far, but calling them an incel is fine. No, in
I
my
mean,
personal opinion.
by Phil's logic, calling anybody anything is too far. So again,
No,
he's breaking his own rule.
No, anyone calling like retard or any type of slur like on that front, no, that's too far. Incel is fine. No, I have limits. No, retard is kind of my limit, but fuck it.
I'll be the first to tell you, I have no limits. However I decide I want to carve you up, I'm going to carve you up, and I don't give a damn about your feelings. That's the whole point of me carving you up, is to not care about your feelings. That's why I'm carving you up.
Yeah, I get carved up constantly. I
But
have scars.
But Phil is over here sitting there. Phil's sitting there saying he's positive, but Phil's saying he's positive, but then he's gonna call you a mouth drooler. You're a loser.
Yeah,
you're this. You're that. Then you're not being positive.
You're being negative. You have more You have more neurons than protons. No, just
yeah. So, Chris said, an incel means we're deranged little trolls that have, and no women will ever love us because we live in mommy's basement. Exactly. That's how Phil sees us. When, like I said, Piece of Peace has a kid. ALT has a kid. A lot of the majority of the detractors live on in their own homes.
Well, I live in my mom's basement, and I respect most.
But I mean, you have a reason for it. It's not like you're just up and doing it because you don't want to do anything in life. You know, you had an unforeseen incident put you in that position. Phil's saying all detractors are like this.
No, I have anxiety. No, I have separation anxiety. I don't like being away from my mom for long periods of time.
Yeah. But I mean, also, like you said earlier, you know, you have that issue. So, I mean, like, again, you have reasons for it. Like, don't take this the wrong way. It's like Phil's chat. You have a reason why you're in the situation you're in. It's not like you're functioning and just don't want to do shit and this is your position. That's why I'm not including you in that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Don't worry. You know, don't worry. I keep a tight ship, and my mind is always thinking. It may not come out right, but it's thinking. But
you know why I respect him all so much? Because I was adopted.
Oh, but Phil,
I would not be here today. That's why I respect her to death.
But see, Phil says this, and that's his chat.
I love her on the edge of the universe and back.
Yeah. But like I was saying, like I'm saying though, is Phil says this about detractors, but his chat has been proven to be the very thing he accuses detractors of. That's the problem. And he can't say he doesn't know because he does know.
Yeah.
Phil watches detractor media. He knows what's being said about him. He watches the videos. That's why he's able to cite certain names, because he sees them and he's watched the media to see what's being said about him. So and then again, as I said, when he interviewed June the King told him to his face that his chat is mentally stunted, socially awkward individuals.
Yeah.
And he did not say anything to defend his chat in front of June the King. But we're over here willing to defend this one chatter from this rando that he banned, and then he wants to try to talk shit about and then defend the chat. Well, why didn't we do that to June the King? Why didn't we defend our chat from June the King? He could say, hey man, I don't feel like that about my chat. I think that's kind of, a little overboard saying that about my chat. Regardless of how you feel, I think that's overboard. He didn't say anything. He nodded his head in agreement with June the King.
Because he's a bitch.
And even in that John and Howard response video, John said, yeah, Phil's audience isn't all that bright. Phil didn't say anything about John saying that. He let that shit ride. So we have multiple people that came out and said his chat ain't all there. That they know something is wrong with them, and Phil doesn't defend them. But this person, he wants to defend one person, and this isn't the first time someone said that he's getting government money This isn't the first time. It is not going to be the last time. Yeah, he didn't even defend his wife. This is why I always point that shit out, because we have parts that we can go back and recite and look at that the very thing has been said by other people. And he's done nothing.
All right, so that's that. I'll just warn everyone over on Kick, if you're there to be toxic, you're not going to be there for long.
Like
everyone has to abide by the same rules. I don't give a shit how much
I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Smoking Pepes you post in the chat.
Like right here, he's still shitting on his Kick chat, but he's supposed to be positive. This isn't positive. This is giving people ammunition to continue to use against him. So if he ever does another live interview and he's sitting there saying, yeah, I'm positive, they have all this shit they can pull from. Like, okay, Phil, where were you positive here? Where were you positive here? Where were you positive here? And he's going to be like, and he's going to do the same thing like he did with Craig. Oh, well, that was just taken out of context. That was taken out of context. That's all he can say. Be like, no, Phil, there's no need for out of context to be said here. I showed you that in its entirety, and this is your response. So where are you positive? Where is the positive content from this? Because right now I'm hearing you being very toxic and very negative to these people in this chat.
Yeah, we're like the USS. We're like a battleship, and we have all this ammo ready to fire from our.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, Batboy, because he's getting paid by Kick now. Kick is going to stay there.
4-year-old,
no
one cares.
Gonna stay there.
Literally, no one gives a shit.
And eventually,
Phil, you give a shit. Again, we're still going. Phil is still going.
It will sink.
And you won't be there for
we will have to keep firing at it.
All right.
Yeah, just like the benchmark. Eventually, it'll cave.
Phil will not get rid of this chat. He won't get rid of this chat because he needs them so he can continue getting his chat. That's why he's not getting rid of these people.
The benchmark, the Duke it itself.
Let's get down to business. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get down to business. We should have been got to the business.
2 weeks now, games that they want to see me play during the upcoming Viewers' Choice event. Okay?
Oh shit! It's past 4 almost 4:30. I need to get my ass to bed. I gotta be to work at 12 tomorrow.
Here
today.
We are. This is the post, which everyone reacted to for about 6 days. I think it was 6 straight days. Yeah.
Everyone, you have 222 comments, Phil. That's not everyone. You are a 210,000 plus subscriber channel. 210 isn't everyone.
5 days ago, but YouTube's always behind today, so it's basically 6 days ago. Okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at all your posts. We're going to find the most nominated ones. We're going to basically put them all together.
I am the one.
All right? And we're going to see what games it is that you guys are most interested in seeing me play. And then we're going to create a poll or series of polls that you guys will...
A series of polls. Okay. So we need you to nominate, poll, then poll again, and then one more poll to decide.
Okay. On for the next day
I like a bracket from
Jade, it's all good. It was good to see you, man.
Football.
I'll see you when you come back when you're interested in a game
March
I'm playing.
Madness.
All right? Thanks.
Like that type
Look, we can't even keep Jade. Jade just keeps wheelchairing the fuck out of here.
Who's Jay?
Jade is a Phil fan that is in a wheelchair, and he doesn't type right. Like, I don't know what his disability is, but if you ever read Jade's speech, like right now he's saying, at DSP Gaming, not stay this K. You know, anyone else would be like, hey, I'm not staying for this. But Jade has something going on with him. I don't know what it is. Doesn't really matter. Jade used to watch DSP play any and everything, used to take in any DSP content. Now Jade is not sticking around. He'll pop up, he'll stay for a few minutes, and then he dips out. Then it used to be he stays at the night stream, but now the night stream, he'll pop up, he'll stay for a little bit, and then he's dipping out. So Jade is getting to the point that he's not sticking around.
Let's see. My brother's in a wheelchair. I think he has a cerebral palsy or Parkinson's disease.
I don't know what he has. It's something he's definitely had at birth. Like, Jade has not had a good life. He's been dealt a shitty hand as well. Like, again, Jade is another one that is wheelchair bound. He cannot fend for himself, and he lives at home with his mom, which is nothing wrong with that. But again, this is just pointing out that this is another person in Phil's community that has a disability. Like, the majority of Phil's fans have a disability, and this is why we say this.
A lot of disabled people. I know things about disabled people. I know things more than you know.
Oh, he has palsy. Okay. Because I didn't know what he had. I just know he had something that makes life not so easy for him. But it's just the fact that,
like, palsy, very bad. Very bad.
And his mom. Yeah, I knew about his mom doing crack. And she dates someone from, I think it's IGN or one of those game outlets. But like I said, these are the types of people that Phil preys upon. They find him, sadly, Batboy. They find, again, champion of the dents, the king of the dents. Like,
this is my brother's in a wheelchair yet.
Yeah, like, this is the thing Phil. These are the people that Phil attracts, and they are willing to go to bat for him. But see, then you have the times like Snorlax King, where Snorlax King was a Phil fan, another Phil fan, and he had a family credit card. The reason we know this is because Snorlax King released this information himself. This is something that's out in the wild. We knew about it when it happened. Well, Snorlax King donated $5 to Phil, but it was on the family credit card. Well, Phil got a chargeback for the $5. Phil sends Snorlax King an email asking them what happened. Why was the money,
declined?
Why was the money refunded? Why was there a chargeback on this money? Like I said, $5. It's only $5. So it's not like it's $30. It's not like it's $50. It's not like it's $100. $5. We're only talking $5 fucking dollars. Well, Snorlax King told Phil, he said, I accidentally used my family credit card, and his mother found out, because he lives at home with his mom and dad. She found out, she didn't know what the charge was for, so she went to the credit card company, charged it back. He apologized to Phil, and he apologized to his family. A simple mistake. He could have got him on the rewind. Well, Phil turns around and tells him it's illegal. You can get in trouble with your financial institution. All this shit. Like, Phil was going in on him over $5 fucking dollars. So Snorlax King, it rubbed him the wrong way, as it should. And like most people in Phil's fan base, he did an email drop, an email dump. He dumped all the emails between him and Phil, and he even gave Phil, it was I think $100 or $300, something like that, between those two numbers behind the scenes, that never made it to the King's tax. He didn't have the King's tax at that time because it's before then, but it was a tip of $100 or $300 that Snorlax King made to Phil behind the scenes that never got put on a string.
Oh.
And mind you, Phil is always crying about money. And what that thing with Snorlax King proved is Phil is getting money behind the scenes that never sees the light of day, but he's still begging for more money.
So he's sneaky mother.
Yeah, he's sneaky. He is very sneaky. And Snorlax King decided to say fuck it and charged back everything he gave Phil. And I want to say he won some, he lost some. He won the one that was behind the scenes. He did win that one. He made a dump of the ones he won and lost, and then he just dipped the fuck out and to ride off into the sunset and never be seen or heard from again.
It trotted into sunset and became a normal human being like the rest of us.
Yeah, and like I said, this was just for $5. It's not like we were going for, charging back $100. It's just $5 fucking dollars. Nobody would care about $5. Oh, you charge back $5? All right, whatever. But this also shows that Phil emails people behind the scenes about money. We used to have beg tweets where he would be on stream texting, "We are playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Support is slow. Hope you can swing by and support. Send." Like, this is the shit Phil was doing on the daily. But now the beg tweets are gone, but now we're just openly fucking demanding money. So that took its place. We lose the beg tweets, we get demand money instead. This is Phil, and he gets mad when people call him the greediest streamer because it's true. Like, the only other people you hear shit from this like is like Bad Bunny or Major E Thoughts that are just demanding money from their audience. But Phil's doing this, but he's doing this towards people that really can't afford it. Like, we're asking the same people every day for the same amount of money plus every day. These people don't get a break besides Saturday or the 1 or 2 days he doesn't stream. Hell, you had 1 Minute Man who was sitting there giving him $25 every single day. Even the days he didn't stream, he was giving him $25. Phil had a string of $25 from this one guy until he started playing Baldur's Gate. And then what happened? 1 Minute Man started talking. 1 Minute Man started giving him essays on what to do in Baldur's Gate. And what happened? Phil started shitting on it and shitting on 1 Minute Man for his takes of Baldur's Gate. And then what happened? 1 Minute Man fucking just said fuck it and wrote off. I mean, you shouldn't be surprised that Phil did that, but still surprised. Yeah, because I mean, it's like, it's just, it's behavior you wouldn't expect.
$25 for all 100 to every day of the year. That
365.
That is nearly $9,125.
Yes, that's what he was making off of 1 Minute Man a year.
Wait, if you put in leap year, that's $1,928. That's leap year.
Yeah, I mean, there is a price difference there, but I mean, at the end, it's still the fact this dude was doing this every single day. Every single day, he was giving Phil $25. You know, and it was like clockwork. Like, what was it? He said that one time. What was it? I'm trying to remember the words he used. Oh yeah, it was one stream. I wish I could remember the stream. God, I wish I could remember the stream. But he was like, as usual, that's my $25 from 1 Minute Man. Like, that's when we got to the point he was saying about 1 Minute Man. Yeah, he was. Yeah, 1 Minute Man was giving $25 on his days off, man. Like, so if Phil was off on a Monday, he was still getting that 25. He was off on a Tuesday, he was getting that 25. Like, so, and that was for like 2-3 years, 4 possibly. And the only reason we found out, or I say we, I say me, because I mean, I might be wrong. He might not have been on his days off, but I'm going to say it was, because one of the days Phil was supposed to stream and he didn't. And when he came back the following day, he said $50 from 1 Minute Man because he tipped me yesterday.
If he streamed all days, he would have gotten nearly $45,630
from one guy.
Yeah, 125 increments for every single day for 5 consecutive years.
That's
every
true.
Day,
sometimes he tipped $30.
What?
Sometimes he gave him 30. There were some days he gave 30. So it was just depending. I mean, and there was theories running around that. There was theories that maybe he gave Phil a lump sum and Phil just broke it up throughout the month. But there's really no telling. But it's the fact that this is what Phil was getting.
So nearly $46,000, more or less.
And then what's the other dude recently? We had the dude on Kick he chased off.
That's a span of 5 years.
Yeah. I can't remember the dude's name he chased off recently. The guy went to Strangely Lex. But that dude was sitting there dropping like hundreds of subs on Phil. Like hundreds. And then I forget Iron Chef Sakai. That was his name. Iron Chef Sakai. This dude was dropping hundreds of subs on Phil. Like, he was giving Phil thousands of dollars. Like, it won't shit. And
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, like that's what all his subs were equating, like a span of like 1 or 2, like 3 or 4 days. And I think they put Strangely Lex on the front page of Kick, and then he went over to her stream and he started watching her, and then he came back to DSP stream, and I forget what transpired there, but then him and Phil got into it, and like he started shitting on Phil. Phil was sitting there shitting on him, and they were going back and forth. And then he banned Iron Chef Sakai, and I want to say Iron Chef did a stream on Phil, like shitting on Phil, and like we were all in there joking on his ass. Even I called him an idiot. Well, I called him a retard for giving Phil that kind of money, and he said he wasn't going to do it again. And then a week later, he was back giving Phil money again, or giving him subs again. And then they had another falling out, like, I think a week after. And then he was permanently gone. So that's another dude that was dropping thousands of dollars gone. Just right into the ether. Started playing Underling, Last Defense Academy. Ooh, is Danganronpa vibes? Hell yeah. So, like, Phil has had some major whales throughout his career. You got King Tut, all these dudes.
Harpoon. Yeah, major whales get harpooned. Yes, I know these type of things.
Like he chases them off, they get harpooned, and you know he sits there and gets mad, and he's like, "Well, I need this help. So then everyone else has to get squeezed harder because he's chasing off these people because he doesn't know how to just let shit roll off his back. You say one thing that offends him, and now you're public enemy, and then he's sitting there demanding apologies from you, and these people are getting to the point they're telling him, "Fuck you and your apology."
Do you want to know what whales eat? Krill.
I think they did want to try to keep asking Phil for mod ship. Yeah, he did try to ask Phil for mod ship again, which
what's mod?
Getting a wrench to be a mod.
Oh, mod. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's.
And so what happened with that? What happened with that was him and PPP were talking during the Grill Phil segment, and Phil was like, he told Iron Chef he wanted to give him mod ship, but he was holding off, and he told PPP I wouldn't mind giving him mod ship back, but after what happened last time, you know, people would feel a certain way if I gave him mod ship back. So it's like right there stating, I'm just using you for your fucking money with the promise of giving you a mod again, even though I'm not going to do it. So Phil has done these fucked up things, you know, and this is the shit that... Yeah, this is the shit that gets pointed out and boosted in viewership of him saying and doing shit like that, and then he wants to say people only put out content on me in a bad light. Well, I mean that's kind of something that's in a bad light, dude. You're saying this about people, you're doing this to people, and then you talk about it. So you're putting it out there yourself. We're just putting it out there for more people to see. But that's just Phil.
I want you to use the piece of garbage you are, Phil.
Yeah. But it's 4:40. I gotta go to bed, so I'm gonna have to cut this right here. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys next time. This is Ice Yamamoto signing off for the night or day, depending on your hours. Stay locked on, guys. Take care.